Okay, I just have to check your.
Yeah.
There. Okay, that part's got to be there.
Okay, good. How did my level sound?
Yeah. Hey, Stuart, it's Lyle. All right, yeah, we're just hooked up here now. About 7 minutes from now, we'll be ready to take it here. They're at the 8-minute mark on the clock. So now, and let's see if there's any other things. I'll turn it back. 1 minute timeouts, quarters, and of course half, and then 20 minutes in between. Now, do you want me to call you again between games, or should we just stay connected? Okay, all right, we can do that easy enough. We'll turn our volume down here, and stuff. No, we're plugged into power, so we're good. Am I going to be able to hear you talking, or do we just have to kind of wing it here? Okay, all right, that's good, because it makes it much easier for us here to, tune up if for some reason we're just going to go ahead and start talking. But anyway, all right, well, we'll stay connected here, and we'll take it in about 6 minutes here. I'll text you when it gets really close to that. But are we hooked up on that end now? Okay. All right, well, I got my phone here, so if you need to send a text, you can. All right, great. Oh, Liam's going to help me
Hello.
out. Yeah.
This is Liam.
Yep. Okay.
Cassidy.
Yep.
My first time broadcasting here with Lyle.
All right. Okay. All right,
Thank
Stuart.
you.
All right, well, we'll just stay connected here and get ready to go, and I'll let you know as we get closer. All right, great, thanks. Oh, see this for a second here. Because they didn't have all this down here.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm sorry, I thought we had another one as well.
I got one
you got
over here. I
Okay,
just
yeah.
want this real quick because.
Okay, cool. And you got Wizakowski is 3?
Yeah.
Okay, you got that.
Yeah. Why is Zagowski? Yep.
Okay. Wizakowski.
Okay, is that volume all right for you as far as being able to hear?
That's real good. And unless things get real raucous in here. So yeah, when you can, whatever intro you do, if you introduce me, then I'll just say a quick thing and send it back to you, or however you want to do it.
All right.
I'll just watch for your cues. I'm trying to keep track of the stats.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah. I talked to Lindsay. The kids are going to go to the tournament on the Sunday ferry. They won't play till Wednesday, though.
Which tournament?
The Region 5 tournament in June.
Oh, I see. In March when that comes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, might as well get everyone there and take the stress out of it.
It's just too bad we have to go so early, but
yeah, they barely made it to regionals for wrestling, so better early than late.
Yep, that's right. But
house.
Anyway, we'll see how it goes here.
Got Mackey, Benolkin, McKinley, House, Wizakowski.
Yeah, Benolkin is their leading scorer.
Yeah, he's been good his whole career. He's a force. That's I'm sure that was talked about a lot at practice this week.
Well, Haines plays such good hard defense, and they're quick, and so they should really match up easily with these guys.
Well, and it'd be nice if they didn't shoot 60+%, and that we had some more chances to transition, because I feel like that's one of the best parts of their game is their quickness getting down court and having so many guys who can lead the charge on that break.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, Stuart, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds, Stuart. And welcome to the Haines High School Gymnasium. This is Lyle Huff along with Liam Cassidy. We're going to bring you this action here, opening game of this weekend here. The Craig Panthers boys and girls are in town, so they'll be playing here. The Craig Panthers are just down below us, while the Haines boys are to our right. They're wearing their white uniforms here tonight, where it's a dark uniform for the Craig Panthers. The Panthers will be out here. They ended up coming in on the ferry here. I'm sure it was quite a ferry ride for them to get up here, but it looked a little rough out there to me. But Liam, we expect a pretty good matchup here tonight.
We sure do, and what a great night for basketball here in Haines. The Mercury was hitting about 0 when I left the house, but things are plenty warmed up in the gym with our pep band, our cheer and dance squad here, and we're excited to see how these two teams match up this year. As our first look at this regional rival.
Yeah, this, of course, is their first go-around here. They'll play later on in February, but the way the schedule worked out for the Haines Glacier Bears, we have all home games in January, and we're on the road all of February, so we're not going to see our boys play again. We have the Wrangell boys coming into town next weekend, and that'll be our last home series. Now, there is a chance that Whitehorse or somebody may stop in and we might pick up a game in February, but right now our kids are going to be on the road in February. But there are other teams playing. Petersburg and Metlakatla are squaring off on that one. The Petersburg boys and the Met boys down in Met, and of course the girls will be there. So that matchup is pretty good. Of course, last weekend we had the Petersburg boys here and girls, and Petersburg winning all 4 of those games. But anyway, it should be an interesting matchup. Timothy Benokin, he's been around forever for them and done a nice job throughout their teams as they go And Patton is going to be starting for them. McKinley will start along with Mackey, who has been playing quite a long time with the Craig Panthers. And then Hansen, freshman, so we have a lot of that. Now we're going to have the introduction of the players. And Wachowski, these are non-starters for the number 14, Cooper House. He's also a freshman. Number 10, Kyle Smith. Now the starting lineup for the Craig Panthers. Number 4, and that is Megan Hansen. He is a freshman, so they're starting a freshman. Number 24, Julius Mackey is a junior. And seniors, number 34, John McKinley. I remember John from last year. And number 32, that is Waylon Patton. And number 33, Timothy Benoken. He is also a senior, so we're starting 3 seniors, Benoken, Patton, and McKinley for the Craig Panthers, and 1 freshman out there, of course. Like the Glacier Bears, we're starting some young kids too. The Davis boy has started for them a number of times as a freshman, but that rounds out the starters. We want to remind folks that we're going to have another game right after this one. The girls will square off, and then tomorrow night at 5:30, we'll split it again and reverse it around. Non-starters, Eric Gilman and Owen McFeeters. And Wichita, Jacob. Number 21, Luke Davis. Luke sometimes gets a start for the Glacier Bears, but
he'll
not
certainly
tonight.
get some playing time.
And Caleb Holmes, he's number 20, he's a sophomore. And Xander Willard, these are the non-starters for the Glacier Bears. And Jaden Hotch, number 15, and Jaden has had some starts for the Glacier Bears the last 2 or 3 games. So Coach Fossman, he kind of mixes things up a bit. Now we'll have the starting 5 for the Haines Glacier Bears. David Strong. David played a lot last weekend, didn't start, however, but he's getting the start tonight. Number 11, Mark Davis is a junior for the Glacier Bears. Mark handles the ball most of the time for the Glacier Bears. And Wesley Verham, number 31, he's also a junior. Number 10, Carson Krager, number 10. And the only senior for the Glacier Bears is Kirby Faverty, number 24. So Glacier Bears, Faverty, Krager, Davis, Verham, and Strong for the Glacier Bears. And of course, Steve and Ann Fossman do all the coaching there for them. So we'll have an interesting ball game here as the Craig Panthers are around their coach already over here. Glacier Bears, they come over quick. And we'll have the national anthem.
A beautiful rendition by our middle school band. You know,
All right, we have the Haines Glacier Bears out there first. We sit up here at the booth, well, it's not a booth, but a table up here right behind the Craig Panthers bench, and the scorer's table is to our right, and then the Glacier Bears are farther to the right of us. They're in their white uniforms, dark uniforms for the Craig Panthers. Benoken will be out jumping against Faverty. Glacier Bears are pretty quick this year. They've got that quickness and good defensive players too, so it'll be a good matchup here. Ball's tapped up, controlled by Davis. Davis will take the left-handed dribble. He comes down. Not a lot of pressure being applied as Hansen's on him right now. Looks like the Panthers are going to go to a man-to-man defense there. Davis out at the top. He'll go Krager right-hand side. Looks inside, nothing going, however, as Mackey came out, put a little pressure. They're working that right side. Krager goes down low. Verham goes underneath over to Faverty. He can't do anything with it. Ball's down low, still tied up, puts it up off the glass and in. Kirby Faverty had no place to go. Finally had to go up with the ball and got the bucket off the glass. Krager puts up some pressure at the half-court line for McKinley. Ball goes out of bounds, however, and it'll be Panther basketball far side, just beginning first quarter action. 2-0 to score. Glacier Bears have the lead, but the Panthers have the basketball. They'll bring it right. Now they'll go out to the top. Nothing going as McKinley over to Mackey. They'll reverse it around to Benoken. We're way spread out. I know the Panthers like this particular kind of offense. They like to spread them out. Staying down the lane is a nice up and in as McKinley, as he got around his man, put a little up for a shot from about 3 feet out, got it to go. Glacier Bears bring the ball down the right-hand side. Hansen puts some pressure. They go to Faverty, back out to Krager. Krager comes to the right-hand side. Back to Davis, over to Faverty. He looks at the line, puts it up. There's going to be a whistle on the play as he made a move off the right-hand side. Foul's going to be called on one of the Craig Panthers, 32. That'll be Patton. That'll be his first personal foul and the first team foul. That'll send Faverty to the free throw line. Good, as he gets his first one to go, and he picks up one from the free throw line. All right, you don't count those, no. Okay, Faverty will get a second here. This one's up on its way, rolls around, bounces around, drops through. So Faverty's got 4 points of the ball game. Glacier Bears lead. They're going to go to a full court pressure now. Over to Benoken. Faverty on him, still not across the half-court line. Benoken reverses across and gets it. Glacier Bears play a man-to-man defense, very tight man-to-man defense. They're over to McKinley. McKinley looks, can't find anything, goes to Mackey, far side. Nothing going, however, and they'll bring it back out. Cutting across the lane was McKinley. He grapes down the Bears, shots it up, just about the same thing, a little bit short. Ball comes into Davis's hands. Mark Davis, long down court pass to Faverty, alley-oop across. Goes inside to Strong, over to Verham. He can't do anything with it. Back to Faverty. Faverty makes a move, wants to put it up. Nothing going, comes back, and then out. No. Rebound to Benoken, and he's quick up the court. Gonna have to chase the ball down. Finally does. And he'll get the ball back over into the hands of McKinley. McKinley will come across, gives it back to Benoken. Benoken will handle the ball a lot for the Panthers. Deep in that left corner, nothing going, however, as Patton brings it back out to the top, over to McKinley. Looking for Patton down low. He's there, stop, puts up the shot, up and in. Patton went down underneath, snuck around, got away from his man, and got the bucket back to Krager. Krager goes up with a hoop off the left-handed side. And Glacier Bears, they really like to get that transition. They move that ball up the court, 2 passes, and they're at the bucket. They lead by 2, 6-4, but it's Panthers basketball. Patton comes back out to the top. Nothing going, over to Mackey. Mackey back out to Benoken. Looking, wanted to go back over. Now he goes to McKinley, far left-hand side. Glacier Bears kind of sagging back in there. Down the lane, puts up the shot off the side of the iron. Rebound comes back down nicely in the hands of Strong. He gets it out. Missed the lay-in, however, is Wesley Graham. He just got too far under the bucket and missed that one, so the ball goes back to the Panthers.
All these Glacier Bears get down the court in a hurry.
McKinley gets the ball back into Benoken's hand. He's on the dribble. Not a lot of pressure out there. Now he gives it up. Looking, tries to go back inside to McKinley. McKinley spin move, makes a move. Ball goes off. Nope. Fouls on 1-2. That'll be Strong. Yeah, David Strong's going to pick up the foul. Panthers with the basketball, looking. They finally get it back in. Oh, looked at the hoop. Nothing going, however, is McKinley. That's Patton. Back out to Benoken. Wants to go to the baseline to Hansen. Changes his mind, however. And they'll come back to the top to McKinley. McKinley with Krager. McKinley spin move. Almost knocked away, but he gets it back. He'll force up the shot. A little bit too strong. Rebound down to Verham. He looks down the court. Long alley-oop pass. Ball's bounced around. Who comes up with it? And it's still nobody's controlling it. And they go down on the floor. Finally ends up in the hands. And the ball goes up and in by McKinley as he did. Somehow he came out with that basketball pretty much at the half court.
It was a mad scramble at midcourt.
It was everywhere.
Bodies flying.
He got the bucket and the foul pressure on. They come back out to McKinley. McKinley with the dribble. Krager steps back. McKinley's way beyond the three-point, almost at the half-court line. Finally does try to get around Krager. Doesn't go all over to Benokin, far right-hand side. Looked at the three, changed his mind. Now he'll take it. Three's on the way. No, too hard off the glass. Rebound down to Davis on the far side. He looks up the hoop, pushing the ball. Go to Krager. Three from that baseline. He's got a Carson Krager buries one from the left baseline. And again, the pressure's being applied. Goes over to Mackey. Mackey has to give the ball back up to McKinley all the way down. Oh, a long down past Patton comes up with it. He kicks it out to Benokin. Benokin puts his head down, tries to go to the hoop. Hansen gets around his man. Back to Benokin. Shots on the way a little bit too much. Hansen comes with it. McKinley comes, actually Hansen came down with it. He handed the ball to Benokin under the hoop and was able to draw the foul. As the foul's on number 31, that'll be Wesley Verham. That'll be his first personal foul. And that'll send Timothy Benokin to the free throw line. No one from there, from the Panthers side, have been to the line. This one looks good and is. And that's his first point of the ball game.
Now we've got
coming off the bench, Luke Davis will come into the ball game here as Luke steps in.
Eric Gillum coming in for Wesley Verham.
Eric Gillum, and he's a freshman in there. So we got lots of freshmen on the floor right now. Bouncing around. Oh, high for the rebound was Strong. He came down with it. Goes over to Luke Davis. He goes right-hand side deep in that corner, but they're going to be back out. Strong beats his man. Wanted the jumper. Can't get it, however, and he'll kick it back out to Krager. Three's on the way. Nope, a little bit too strong. Faberty comes up with it, and up and in. So Kirby Faberty gets the easy bucket. Looks like Mackey finally gets the ball into the hands of McKinley. McKinley will work it down, still not across the half-court line. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. Haines 13, Craig Panthers 7. Coming back out, Benokin wants to make the pass, changes his mind, gets around his man. Nice defense though as they hustle down over to Hansen, all the way back around to McKinley. Back inside to Mackey, spin move, wanted the shot, puts it up, a little off the glass, and good. So Mackey gets his first 2 points, got his man down low, got him going in the air, and he put it up and in. Luke Davis breaks to the floor, nothing going, going to be a kick on it. As Luke tried to make that pass down low to Faberty. It's been a tough one, though, because they were only about 4 feet apart. So it would have been a tough catch for Faberty. All right, Gillum will inbound the basketball. Looking, alley-oop pass. Oh, stolen away nicely by Patton. He anticipated that and stepped in front. Shots up and good by McKinley as he went to the hoop, and he's got 6. And now it's only a 2-point lead by the Glacier Bears with 1:30 to go here in the first quarter. Back to Krager, over to Luke Davis, back to Krager again, and Strong made a move in there, gets the ball back out to Gillum, looked like he was traveling. Luke Davis puts up the shot, Benokin comes down with it. He's on the dribble, they can take the lead or tie it up here. 1:10 to go here in the first quarter of play. Far left-hand side to Mackey. He holds the ball high over his head. Strong comes out, but doesn't put a lot of pressure on him. And Benokin goes to go down the lane, kicks the ball back out to McKinley. He forces up the shot, gets his own board back, stops, wants to put it up, knocked out of bounds. And we've got number 10 coming in. That'll be Smith for the Panthers. Mackey's coming out. Looks like Mark Davis is coming in, and Carson Krager's going to take a seat for the Glacier Bears. 54 seconds to go here in this one. Long three on the way off the back of the iron. No, Gillum has it in his hand, but it's knocked out off of one of the Panthers, so it's going to be Glacier Bear basketball with 49 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Davis, that's Mark Davis, goes to brother Luke, back to Mark again. Step up, three-pointer on the way, looks a little bit off, and rebound down to Benokin, and he looks up the court with 34 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Panthers down by 2. Benokin directing a little bit of traffic out there at the top. Comes out, they go to McKinley. McKinley looks, still hasn't given up his dribble. Now he does, comes back to the left. Wants to try to go down inside, doesn't go. Going to be an offensive charge.
Mark Davis draws the charge.
Mark did a nice job sliding over there, and he just tried to push his way in there. 17 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Bouncing back down again. Oler kicks the ball back into Faverty. Shot a little bit too hard. Gillum had it in his hands. Still not able to control it. Gets it back out. Over to Faverty. 3 on the way. Good. Kirby Faverty's got 11 of the 16 points for the Glacier Bears.
With that one.
Anyway, so we're going to end this first quarter of play with the Haines Glacier Bears 16 and the Craig Panthers 11. We'll be back in 1 minute for second quarter action.
Yeah, boy, Eric really kept that play alive for the team there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. The Haines Glacier Bears 16, the Craig Panthers 11. Don't forget we got the girls game right after this one. And then tomorrow these two teams will square off again starting at 5:30 with the girls game. Other games going on in Region 5. Petersburg, Metlakatla are squaring off. Wrangell has the weekend off. Going to be far side Panther basketball. Looking, they finally get it into Smith. He breaks it down, knocked out of his hands over, ends up in the hands of Luke Davis. Luke hustles down, puts it up, rolls off the front of the rim. Rebound comes back down to Hanson for the Panthers. And slowly up McKinley across the half-court line. Krager puts some pressure on. They go to Benoken, far left-hand side, about, I'd say a good 40 feet from the basket. Now Benoken gives up his dribble. They'll go to the baseline. Nothing going, however, as Patton will make a move, stops, bounces around, ends up in the hands of Mark Davis. Now we're on the floor, comes around, still ends up, Beal wins it. Luke Davis makes the steal, and coming down, and now Hanson is going to be whistled for the foul. A lot of action there, and not a lot of basketball being played, but a lot of chasing the basketball. All right, Verham will get the ball back into Mark Davis. Just beginning second quarter action here. Over to Luke, back to Mark Davis. Over to Krager, far right-hand side. Look to Luke. Luke's in there. He goes to Verham on that base. Back out to Faverty. Jumper from the free throw line. Good. He's got 13 points of the 18 for the Glacier Bears. Glacier Bears go to a full court pressure. They get the ball back into McKinley. He'll get it across the half-court line. Krager, now McKinley tries to go down the lane, pushes up the shot. Going to be short, bounces around. Hanson puts up the shot, partially checked, however. Ends up in the hands of, up and in, ends up in the hands of McKinley, and he put it up and in off of that rebound. Nice job there for him. Left-hand side to Krager. He alley-oops inside to Faverty. Back to Verheim. Verheim comes in, and the ball bounces around. Rebound comes back down in the hands of McKinley. McKinley's on the dribble. Gets it up across the half-court line. Goes to Benoken. Benoken looks down the lane. Faverty's there, however. Benoken, three-pointer on the way. Missed it, however. Rebound comes back down, and now Benoken comes over hard and is going to be whistled for the foul. And it'll be his first personal foul. Fifth team foul on the Craig Panthers. Hanson comes out of the basketball game here, just taking a quick seat. And Glacier Bears will bring the ball up across the half-court line. 6:14 to go here in the first half of play. Ball out to Luke Davis, over to Mark Davis. Three-pointer on the way, looks good, and is. So Mark's first 3 points of the ball game. Glacier Bears still staying in that full court, man-to-man. They lead now 21-13, but the Panthers with the 13 also have the basketball, and coach wants a quick timeout here, and he's going to switch it to a full timeout after all. Originally he wanted a 30-second, but now he's going to switch it back to a full timeout. That being the case, we're going to turn it back to KRBD for 1 minute with the Haines Glacier Bears 16, Craig Panthers 11, back in 1 minute.
So I think you might have given one of Faverty's buckets, or David Strong's buckets, to Faverty, because Faverty's got 11. So I think one of his early buckets you might have given to Strong, or it might have been Strong in the first quarter. I was.
And welcome back to the Haines High Gymnasium here. 5:55 to go here in this first half of play, with Panthers with the basketball. Mackey's out of the top for him, puts some pressure on. They draw him way out. Now they spread everything out again. Back to Mackey. He looks, holds the ball high over his head, gets it over to Smith, over to Benokin, far left-hand side. Faverty comes out, back, and ends up in the hands of Mackey again. Mackey goes left-hand side to Smith. Davis puts a little bit of pressure on, but not a lot. And they'll come back out, move it around. Again, I mentioned they spread way out and spread them out. This time out at the top is McKinley. He goes to the right. Mackey, long three on the way. He's got it. I remember last year he fired up some of those from a long way back and got them to go. So now we have 21-16 is the score. Panthers edging back into this thing. Looks like we're going to have Strong coming back off the bench here at the next chance for the Glacier Bears. Over to Davis. Davis takes a couple of dribbles, goes to Verham at the free throw line. Over to Faverty. Three-pointer on the way, a little bit too strong. Krager can chase it down and gets the rebound for the Glacier Bears. That's a good offensive rebound for him there. They come back. Glacier Bears going to get a chance. Another three-pointer by Davis. This one's a little bit strong. Bounces around. Benokin comes up with it for the Panthers. And now they'll bring it back down here as McKinley will bring it down. They go left-hand side. They'll go over to right-hand side to Mackey. He looked back at the hoop again. Changed his mind, however, this time over to Smith. Far left-hand side to Patton. He looks inside for Benokin. Benokin tries to get his man in the air. It's going to be on the floor here, so Benokin posting up down low. It is going to be on Faverty. That'll be his first personal foul.
We're watching Faverty and Benokin go head-to-head on both sides of the court. You know, these guys have played a lot of basketball together over the years.
Oh, yeah, and then down low, he got him down. If he'd have put the shot up, he would have been shooting, I think, but elected to make another move. Smith gets the ball back in, goes out of bounds off of one of the Glacier Bears.
Hotch knocked
out. Yep, Hotch checks into the ball game there, too, at that last opportunity. 4:19 to go here in the first half of play. Smith looking, still can't get it in. Now he'll finally get the basketball back in. They go down the lane. Shots fired up a little way too strong by Patton. Rebound back down to Faverty for the Glacier Bears. Or no, that was Strong for the Glacier Bears. He had that board. They'll come back out to Hotch. Hotch over to Krager. Back out to Mark Davis. Coach Fossman does a lot of subbing off of there. You've pretty much seen the 8 or 9 players that he's going to play. Back to Davis. Long three. Good
for that.
Nothing. Somebody's going to have to step up there because Mark can bury those three. 24-16 is the score. Panthers have the basketball. Breaking down the lane. Stop. Jump over about 6. Up and good, Mike Kinley. And he picks up his 10th point of the ball game. Glacier Bears ahead by 6, but they have the basketball. They bring it down. Looking on the dribble is Davis. Clean, go over the left-hand side or right-hand side to back to Faverty, back to Davis. About that same spot where he had the three-point shot before, but they didn't give him that chance this time. Comes back out to Hotch. He looks for the screen. Stops, breaks inside, back out to Davis, over to Krager, 3 on the way from the baseline, bounces around. Faverty comes away with the board though for the Glacier Bears. Back to a 3 again by Davis. This one's a little short. Rebound comes back down in the hands of McKinley, and he'll bring the ball up for the Panthers. 2:55 to go here in this first half of play. 24-18 is the score. Panthers have the 18, but they have the basketball. Back out to Mackey, reversing it back around. They're patient on the outside and working that ball around the outside before they do. It goes to Benokin. Benokin played low.
Great
up and in. That was actually set up nicely by Benokin as he waited and watched his man come down. Ball's on the floor. Finally controlled by Faverty. Comes out, puts up the 3, in and out. No. Rebound back down to Mackey for the Panthers. 24-20 is the score now. 2:18 to go here in the first half of play. Mackey with the dribble on the right side. He comes out to McKinley. McKinley will look, takes the dribble left-hand side to Mackey. Three-pointer on the way. This one's a bit short. Gets his own board back. Partially checked over there on the shot. Faverty got a hand on it. Faverty's going to go all the way, puts it up, no. Ball comes back down. Alley-oop to Mackey, he's all alone, hustles down, puts it up, too strong off the glass, and a rebound ends up in the hands of the Glacier Bears, and there quickly down the court is Mark Davis. 1:45 to go. Comes down, almost knocks it out of his hands, but Mark gets it back. Faverty inside, jumper good. Faverty got that nice jumper from just about 2 feet out.
Nice quick pass by Mark Davis.
McKinley comes down with a slow dribble, 1:25 to go in the game, in the first half of play. 26-20 is the score. And they go into Benoken. Stop, spin move, stop, puts up the shot, up and in. I don't think anybody down there low could stop Benoken. He could pretty much do what he wants down there. I think if he just takes the ball and goes right up and shoots it, over the right-hand side to Strong. Strong goes up, forced up the shot, rebound, Krager. Krager bounces around, gets it back out. Long three-pointer by Faverty, up and good, and that's 18 points for him.
So smooth from the arc.
29-22, 50 seconds to go here in the first half. McKinley gets the ball, left-hand dribble, goes hard, puts it up a little bit too short, rebound comes back down. Oh, nice steal, back to McKinley, up, and there's going to be a foul on the play. It's going to be on Krager. That'll be his second personal foul. Panthers working hard, making some steals there, forcing some turnovers there, and then getting the offensive board and able to put the ball back up, and now they're at the free throw line here. John McKinley has 10 points in the game. Oh, a little bit too strong off the back of the rim.
We've got Luke Davis and Wesley Burham coming in here for David Strong and Jaden Hotch. Oh, we're going to have another one.
Holmes coming into the ball game, too. I'm not surprised at that with 44 seconds to go, especially getting Krager out of there, picking up his second foul. Doesn't want him to pick up a third real fast. This one is up and good. So McKinley picks up his 11th point of the ball game. Quickly down the court comes Luke Davis. Looks inside, they'll go to Verham. He looks, can't find anything. They back him about to Holm down low, and it's going to be a travel as Caleb Holm got himself down low and had no place to go, ended up shuffling his feet. 32 seconds left in the first half. Looking, still can't get the ball in. Now they get the ball to Smith. Smith is on the dribble down the left side. Luke Davis hustles back. Smith finally gets it across the half-court line, gives it up, goes over to Benoken. Benoken wants to go to the hoop, and now he does. Up and in. Timothy Benoken, he made a nice move with the right hand, went right to the hoop and got the lay-in. Come down, Davis, and there's going to be a travel on it. Nope, they're going to call a foul ahead of time here. Foul's on 24. That'll be Mackey. That'll be his first personal foul. And that'll be the sixth team, though. So we're going to be inbound the basketball, far right-hand side for the Glacier Bears. 13.5 seconds to go here in the first half. Wesley Verham with the ball. Goes out to Mark Davis. Three-pointer on the way in and out. No, rebound down to Verham. Up and in.
The offensive rebound, the putback.
Yep. He got good inside position there, and is an easy putback for him, as there just was no chance for any of the Panthers. They get the ball back into McKinley. McKinley with 3 seconds to go. He long down, hits the ceiling.
If it had hit the rafters, it might have gone in.
It would have been a close one anyway. Well, we're going to end this first half of play with the Haines Glacier Bears 31 and the Craig Panthers 25, reminding folks that we're going to be back on the air for in about 9 minutes here for second half action. We're going to turn it back to KRBD for about 9 minutes. Haines 31, Craig 25. And welcome back to the Haines High Gymnasium here. Liam, you might go a little bit over some of the stats here as far as shooting and the rebounding
both
things go.
Teams came out shooting well tonight, Lyle. The first half, the Glacier Bears were 6 for 12, and Craig was 5 for 10. The second half, the Glacier Bears took more shots. They put up 14 shots. They hit 6 of them. A bunch of those were Kirby's threes, so that helps a lot. Craig went 6 for 12 in the second quarter, so they're shooting a straight up 50% so far tonight. And the rebounding department, Haines is being led by their point guard, Mark Davis, who's got 4 so far. And which team isn't led in rebounding by their point guard? And then we've got
McKinley. I mean, he's done a nice job on the boards down low, but he's also gone to the hoop quite a bit here.
Yeah, John McKinley's got 5 boards for Craig, and they're moving the ball really well as a team. They're playing some excellent team basketball. Both these teams really evenly matched tonight. Craig is coming off a 1-point victory over Metlakatla, and we did the same. Had a 1-point victory over Metlakatla. So go ahead, Lyle.
Yeah, John McKinley's got 11 points of their 25. The score right now is 31 for Haines, 25 for the Craig Panthers. Benoken's been moved down low now. He was handling the ball outside for pretty much all of that first quarter, but now he's moved down low on the block, so we'll see if they can take advantage there. And, of course, Kirby Faverty, leading scorer for the Haines Glacier Bears. I mean, he's got 16 points in the ball game of their 31, so he's doing a nice job. They're getting in the ball. It's going to be Glacier Bear basketball, starting out with Faverty, Krager, Davis for him out on the court, and then Strong is also. Krager goes right-hand side back to Faverty, three-pointer on the and he's got it.
That corner three.
He comes right off the bench and fires it up, and that's got 19 for him. Quickly down the court, drawing the foul as the Panthers. Patton went hard to the hoop, was able to draw the foul, however, and we're going to be shooting 2 shots, so the foul's going to be on Burham, and that'll be his second personal foul. Wesley can't afford to get into foul trouble because he can match up nicely down low with Benoken. Back at the free throw line, looks good and is, so Patton picks up his 5th point, 1 coming from the free throw line. Panthers are 3 for 4 from the line so far this evening, and he'll get his second chance here. This one is on its way, it drops through, so he got into it and scores 34-27. Long alley-oop pass. Stepping in front nicely, however, was Benoken as he made the steal away from Faverty. Benoken's playing way out on top. They were almost losing it, but luckily McKinley's able to corral it up, and they go back to Benoken, who's playing outside the three-point arc now. Looking across, Hansen breaks across the lane, Benoken breaks across the lane. Nothing going, however, as they come back out. Ball ends into Mackey's hands. He's way out at almost at the half-court line. Held back to Hansen. He looks inside for Benoken. Had him there, just wasn't able to get him the basketball. And now they go Benoken all the way over to McKinley. Benoken sets the screen, spin, shots on the way. Going to be short. Krager comes down with it. Mark Davis is hustling down, up and in. Mark Davis ran that one down. That's 8 for him. 36-27, biggest lead by the Glacier Bears in the basketball game. Far left-hand side now as they work it slowly up the court. McKinley reverses it back. Davis steps around, makes a steal. And again, he's on the way. Nobody's there. Davis up and in.
Wow, Davis, a couple quick hoops for his team.
Well, McKinley was just a little lazy about dribbling the basketball, and Davis
can't
is
be lazy with your dribble around Davis. You give him half a second, and he'll swipe that thing away from you.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened is John came across beyond the three-point arc and was trying to direct traffic, taking a simple little slow dribble with the hand, and Davis, like I said, is quick, and that's exactly what he did as he made the steal with his 30-second timeout. So,
and that's just what the Glacier Bears are looking to do, is get those quick hoops in transition, use their speed, get down court, get the rebound, get the steal. We saw Krager get the steal and feed Davis. Then we saw Davis get the steal at midcourt.
Well, they're really good about that transition game. They get up and down, and boy, once the ball gets into their hands, they're off and going.
They've got the players for it.
And that's the type of team that they are right now. Comes back into Mackey. Mackey looks like Luke Davis checked in there at that chance. So Mackey all the way over to McKinley, down to Benoken, down low, spin, move, back, gets his man up in the air, puts up the shot, wasn't able to get it. I think he was working to try to get the shot. Foul's going to be on Faverty. That'll be his second.
Yep. You saw Krager coming over to help out on D there, too, on Benoken down low.
Faverty's guarding Benoken, and so if they can get Faverty into foul trouble, they're going to go there. So I suspect we're going to see that a little bit more often here in this second half of play, going to Menoken down low, see if they can draw more fouls. Shot goes up by Menoken, doesn't any good. Faverty comes down with it, and he turns the basketball back over to the Panthers' far side. 10-point lead by the Glacier Bears right now, 38-28, 6:16 to go here in this third quarter of play. Don't forget, we got another ball game right after this one, so you want to stay tuned. Comes back out to McKinley. He goes down low. Faverty's there. Stops. Menoken should have put the shot up. Elected to pass it back out to Mackey. Comes back outside. Ball's almost tapped away. Goes over to McKinley. He puts up the shot. Rebound bounces around. Over to Menoken. He goes hard to the hoop, and he's going to get the foul as he drew the foul. I think that's going to be on Wesley. If it is, that will be... Yep, that is on Wesley Ram, and that is his third, so we'll see if Coach Fossman's going to make a change. Menoken with the free throw line again. He's got it, so he does the three-point play, and he's got 9 points of 31. Now it's back to a 7-point lead by the Glacier Bears, but they have the basketball. Mark Davis goes to brother Luke on the left side, looking down line for Verham. Verham was camped in the key there. Probably could have been a 3-second call, but they didn't take it, however. Back out to Krager, working the far right-hand arc over to Faverty. Three-pointer is good. Faverty not wasting any time, and he's got 22 points now in the ball game.
The Glacier Bears haven't missed a shot yet this half. Wow.
Not yet. They're doing a nice job from the field, and they're nice wide open shots. It's not something that they had to force. Goes to Menoken. Menoken spin move. Wants to go up hard to the hoop. Forces it up. Partially checked by Faverty. And streaking across on the floor. Looks like the old man hustling around. Hansen comes up with it. Menoken fires a long three. Doesn't go. And we got a rebound. Let's see where the foul's going to be here. 3-4 Black. That'll be McKinley. That'll be his first. Reaching in here. 5 minutes, 4 seconds to go. Looks like Strong coming off the bench for the Glacier Bears.
Verham did foul out last Saturday. Coach Fossman trying to prevent him from doing that again.
Well, sometimes Wesley gets carried away here.
He was also acknowledged as the state wrestling champion that night.
Davis hard to the hoop. Left-hand side, just let him go, and he got the easy bucket. Coach is up with waving his hands. Why did you just not play some defense there? 4:45 to go here in the third quarter. They go to Menoken down low. Jumper from about 6. A little bit short. Bounces around. Hansen sends the ball over into the hands of McKinley, and now he'll fire a three, and it's good. So McKinley, he fires it up, and he's got 16 points. 43-34 is the score. Glacier Bears have the 43. Krager wanted the baseline, didn't get it. They go to Faverty down low, hustling over his loop. Davis gets it back to brother Mark. Over to Krager, looks up at the three, decides not to, forces to the line. Going to be a foul. It's going to be on the floor. Let's see. 34. That'll be McKinley. And that is his third personal foul. So he's going to come out of the ball game. He handles the ball a lot for the Panthers. They're definitely going to miss him. All right. Krager with the basketball. Left-hand side. Looking, count. Goes out to Luke Davis. Stops, gives up his dribble. Faverty, three-pointer on the way. A little bit short. Rebound down to the hands of Menoken. Menoken's on the dribble. He'll have it across the half-court line. Still nobody stopped him. He keeps it alive. He'll come in over to Mackey, left-hand side. Mackey, three-pointer on the way in and out. No. Rebound comes down, and now we're going to have a whistle on the play. On the long pass, the foul's going to be on 32 as he picks up his second personal foul. You know, it was one of those deals where it was just an accident that happened and ended up getting the foul, but just kind of the way it happens here. All right, Krager with the basketball. Gives it off to Mark Davis. Over to Faverty down low. Back to Strong. Back he goes to the hoop. He's going to draw the foul again. You can see where it's coming here. Now you know that they're going to go to the hoop. It is going to be on number 24. That'll be Mackey. That'll be his second personal foul. Glacier Bears are going to the hoop, and they're actually drawing the fouls on the Panthers right now. And every time they go, doesn't matter who's got the basketball.
Whenever Kirby Faverty touches the ball down low, you've got two Craig Panthers collapsing on him. And he's doing a real nice job staying heads up and finding his teammates who are open by the double team.
Strong missed the first one of that two-shot opportunity. Looks like Hodge is going to come into the game. This one is good. So he picks one up, and who's coming out?
Kirby's going to take a break.
Kirby Faberty's going to take a break here, and Hotch will step into the ball game. Strong picks up his 3rd points. Full court pressure being applied by the Glacier Bears. Hotch puts a little pressure on Mackey, but he easily breaks the half-court plane. Comes down, 3-pointer on the way. Off the right, let's see if he can chase it down. Nope, he can't get to it before it goes out of bounds. So the ball's going to go back to the Glacier Bears. They lead by 10, 44-34, 3:37.
Out there with Faverty and Verham on the bench for the Glacier Bears. We'll see how
they got to give him a bit of a break somewhere because it's pretty intense. Shot by Mark Davis, rebound down to Benokin. He's got to have a ton of rebounds. And now Benokin's on the dribble. Up across the half-court line, Krager puts some pressure on Benokin. Crossover dribble, spin move, down the lane, kicks the ball back out to Patton. Patton's on the dribble. Strong puts some pressure on. They go to Smith. Smith looks, alley-oops into to Benokin. He goes underneath. Going to be a travel on it.
Oh, that was created by Luke Davis. Some quick hands underneath the basket there.
They had him tied up. It should have been a jump ball. But anyway, 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter to play. We're going to take a short 30-second timeout. Glacier Bears are going to take that. Each team has 3 timeouts left in the ball game. So with the 30-second timeout here, give a chance to catch up on what's happening here. Like you mentioned, when Faberty has the ball, they're going to be front and back. And then he's doing a nice job finding an open man. Benokin's pretty much the same thing with the Glacier Bears. If he has the ball down low, there's usually somebody front and back. And then he's been getting the ball off to other of his teammates, and they have been able to capitalize a couple, 3 times. But kind of like the 2 big guys, when they get the basketball, everybody pays attention.
Oh, you better.
All right, Glacier Bear basketball right in front of their bench. Over to Mark Davis, over to Luke Davis, reversing all the way around to Strong. Back out to Hotch, looked up the hoop. Now he wants to penetrate inside, doesn't go. Rebound comes back out in the hands of Mark Davis. Shot by Krager, up and in. So Krager picks up his 8th point, and now we're back to a 47-34 lead by the Glacier Bears. Benokin stops, puts up the shot, and he's got the hoop as he made a move inside, and he's got 11. Quickly up around the court come the Glacier Bears. Hotch, Strong, bounces around, ends up in the hands of Luke Davis. Over to Mark, over to Krager, over to Luke Davis. 3-pointer on the way, a little bit too strong. Rebound, rolls around, bounces off of 2-3 heads, up and it doesn't go. Strong put it back up, and we're still on the floor. Finally, Mackey picks it up, and Benokin, he's on the hustle. Benokin comes down. Going to be a block on Davis as Benokin made a move. And the foul is on Mark Davis. That'll be his first personal foul. 4 team fouls on each team. Panthers with the basketball. 36 points for them, 47 for the Glacier Bears. Out to Patton, out at the top. Takes the dribble. Strong will come out a little bit. They go far right-hand side to Hansen. He goes down low to Benokin, over to Smith. Up, puts it up too strong, but hustling nicely. They just need to put the ball back up. Comes back up too hard off the glass with Patton. Rebound. Patton hustles over and gets it himself. Kicks the ball back out to Benokin. Wants the 3. Good defense by Krager, though Glacier Bears didn't give it to him, however. Back out to Patton. They try to go inside to Patton. Ball still bounced around. Finally, Mackey comes up with it. And long 3 by Benokin. Bounces. Hansen comes away with it. Takes the dribble inside. Passes too hard off of the hands of Mackey. Faberty's checking back into the ball game real quick for the Glacier Bears. Hotch is coming out with 1:27 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Haines 47, Craig 36. Davis low up across the half-court line. Smith puts a little bit of pressure on. Smith steps back. Now Davis steps back. Smith and Davis. Now they go left-hand side to Luke Davis. Back out to Mark Davis at the 3-point arc at the top. They go to the baseline. Faberty looked at the hoop. Benokin got a hand up back to Davis. Up and in. Mark Davis has 13 points now. Glacier Bears lead by 14. 56 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Long cross-court pass to Smith. Smith looks up at the hoop, can't find anybody, wants to go inside. Now they go to Benokin. Turns, stops, puts it up a little bit too hard off the glass, bounces around, still nobody controls it. Krager does, all the way down to Davis, up and in. So Mark Davis breaking away there on that. Got the easy lay-in. Glacier Bears opening it up now against the Craig Panthers. They kick the ball back up. Ends in Faverty's hands. Faverty's on the dribble on the left side. Kicks the ball back under, and the ball is kicked by Benoken. Verheim's going to come into the ball game. Faverty's coming out of the game. And also we're going to have Dalton Wyemski into the ball game.
That's David Strong coming out of the game.
And David coming out of the ball game for the Glacier Bears. All right. Smith coming out for the Panthers. They go to Verheim along that baseline, dribbles inside, good defense. They didn't give him that lane. Back out to Mark Davis. He gets around his man, jumping about 6. Nope, rebound comes back down to Hansen, and he'll get it back out. 11 seconds to go. Mackey with the basketball. 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Goes to Benoken. Benoken looks up. Back to 3 seconds. I know now Benoken recognizes it's only 3 seconds. Puts up the shot. It's going to be off the back of the iron. So we're going to end this third quarter of play with the Craig Panthers 36 and the Haines Glacier Bears 52. We'll turn it back to KRBD for 1 minute. Haines 52, Craig 36. And welcome back to the Haines High Gymnasium. We've got quite a ball game here. It's going to be Panther basketball on the far side. 52-36. Greg kind of letting the Glacier Bears get away with it. Panthers only able to score 11 points in that one, while the Glacier Bears scored 21 points in that quarter.
And how often do we see that, Lyle, that a team comes out at the half, makes adjustments, and starts to open up a lead?
All right, it's going to be McKinley with the dribble. Stop. Two-pointer on the way. Nothing but air. Rebound fought for. Hansen's on it. We're tied up underneath. Let's see where the ball is going to go. It's going to go to the Haines Glacier Bears as they got tied up down low. And the ball goes into Mark Davis. He'll push it up. Gets it across. Goes to Luke Davis. Back out to Mark. Mark looks inside. Faverty's playing that inside post move now, but moving the ball around. But wherever he goes, Panthers have dropped back into his zone defense now. Over to Faverty. Three-pointer on the way. He's got it. So Faverty has 25 of the 55 points at the Glacier Bears. You cannot let him go anywhere within the three-point arc because he's going to make it. All right, Glacier Bears with the basketball. Back out to Davis, and we got Smith or Hansen with a foul. Yep.
Just unable to
down. He just couldn't stop. Speed. As they were hustling down the court, it's going to be Glacier Bear basketball under their hoop. 7:10 to go in the ball game. These two teams will square off tomorrow night around 7 o'clock, so you'll want to check back in. Kirby Faverty comes down, hustling down. Ball's on the floor. Kicked it back out. Gets over to Krager. Almost stolen away by the Panthers there, but Glacier Bears able to retain possession. Back out to Mark Davis. Over to Luke Davis. Goes along that left side. Benoken steps out. Faverty decides to give the ball up. They'll go to that right-hand baseline. Krager likes to shoot from there. Shot, three-pointer on the way by Davis. Good. So Glacier Bears firing up threes and making them. 58-36. 6:35 to go in the game. And McKinley with the ball out at the top on the dribble. Looking, shots on its way. A little bit short. Rebound comes down in the hands of Krager for the Glacier Bears. Now he gives up his dribble, but he goes to Verheim. Back to Krager. He'll get it across the 10-second line over to Davis. Davis makes a move. Back out to Krager. Three on the way. Nope. Off to the left-hand side. Benoken comes away with the board. And long down court pass. Oh, nice pass. Lows up. Doesn't waste any time. Puts up the shot. Up and in is McKinley. Nobody picked him up, and he's got 19 points for the Panthers right now. Glacier Bears, however, lead right now. 58-29. And we're going to take a timeout here. Let's see what it's going to be here. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. So shooting-wise, I mean,
we're having a heck of a half. While the Glacier Bears came out in the third quarter and hit 8 of their 10 shots. A lot of those high percentage shots on fast breaks, but also a bunch of three-pointers. And they've started out this half shooting hot. Mark Davis has really gotten involved on offense. He's got 20 now to go along with Faverty's 25. So really they've just been able to open things up with that kind of slick shooting we've been hoping to see out of them. We haven't necessarily seen it in the first 2 series, but they're finally able to create some opportunities for themselves and get some points on the board.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're getting some nice looks at the hoop, so, it's easy enough to do here. They extended it to a full timeout, but so we'll just keep right on talking here. And I've already mentioned, though, don't forget they got the girls' game right after this one, so you'll want to stay tuned in for that one here. But McKinley, he has those 3 personal fouls, so he had to sit down for just a short bit, but they couldn't let him sit too long. He had to get back into the game because he handles the ball a lot for them. Between Tim and John, they handle the ball quite a bit. Going to be Glacier Bear basketball on the far side.
Craig, of course, has those 3 really solid seniors that are the core of this team. They'd really love to do something with that this season.
Okay, Davis with the ball over to Luke Davis, working left side. 5:45 to go in the ball game. Looking down low, Faverty, long 3. This one's a little strong. Rebound down to Benoken. All alone is Mackey, hustling up and in. So Mackey was able to break away and get a hoop, and he's got 7. 5:30 to go in the game. Quickly up down the court. Now Glacier Bears set their offense. Panthers are playing back on it. Spin move. Davis down. Stop. Kicks the ball back over to Verham. He looked up. Doesn't have anything with it. Alley-oop all the way across. Back inside to Krager. Krager wants to put up the shot. Changed his mind, though.
What a
save by Wesley.
Jumping and throwing it behind his back as he fell out of bounds.
Long 3 by Faverty again, and he can't miss. 28 points for him now. Back out. Smith's going to come into the ball game at the next opportunity for the Panthers. And McKinley over on the slow dribble. Looks down inside for Mackey. Going to the hoop. Draws the foul as he came across the lane from the far side. Nice little pass in there. 1 dribble. Foul's going to be on number 10. That'll be Krager. That'll be his 3rd personal foul, or 2nd personal foul, excuse me there. I didn't look up the board quick enough here. Now I have. All right. Mackey at the line, in and out. I mean, that thing went all the way around. Panthers were shooting good from the free throw line early on in the game, but they've missed a couple 3 going down the stretch here. Neither team really getting to the free throw line a lot. Panthers quite a few more times than the Glacier Bears right now.
Jaden Hotch is
20 point, and this one is good. Hotch coming off the bench now. That's 8 points for Mackey. Quickly down the court now. Glacier Bears are going to set it up here as they go with a slow dribble. Davis backs it out, goes over to his brother Luke. Faverty looks inside to Hotch. Back out. Hotch is about the shortest guy out on the floor right now. He was playing down low on the points. He got that ball out of there quick. Over to Faverty. Turnaround jumper, and he's got 30. Ball comes back in, and quickly down the court. All the way down is Mackey. He's got it. Alley-oop all the way across to Benoken. They down low, through the hands of Patton and out of bounds. That was a tough pass. That was pretty hard. Tough one to catch there. Luke Davis will bring it up for the Glacier Bears. 4:10 to go in the game. Over to Faverty, turnaround, 3-pointer on the way. He's got it.
Good shoot. That corner 3 has always been a good shot for Faverty all through his career.
Well, the thing that he's got on his side is if they come out, nice move that time down low as McKinley, is if Faverty does get the ball over there, he can make a move to the hoop real easy, or he can shoot it. So you can't just sit around and see what's going to happen. Faverty, jumper from about 6 foot, a little bit short, ball bounces off of one of the Panthers. Coming off the bench is number 22, Willard. He hasn't been into the ball game. This is his first chance. Verham will take a seat. Long pass into Davis. That's Mark Davis. Mark takes the dribble over to Faverty, left side. Nothing going, however. That time they did get a hand up. Patton got a hand up in Faverty's face a little bit. All right, come back out to the side. Now Faverty moves across the lane on the baseline. Davis goes down, puts up the shots, going to draw the foul on the way through. Going to get a couple of shots out of it.
The Glacier Bears really tried to clear the lane there for Mark to penetrate.
Well, that's the advantage when Mark can do that easy enough. As he picks up his fourth foul, that's John McKinley going down the lane. Mark is quick, and if he beats his man to the first step, unless somebody comes and helps, he's going to the basket. And this one is good. That's Mark's first one from the free throw line, and that is his 19th point of the ball game. Or 21st point of the ball game, excuse me. I missed one in there. Glacier Bears shooting percentage just dropped a little bit here.
I was going to have a big rebound there on the missed free throw.
And Faverty, long three on the way, and he's got it. So Faverty's got 36 points now. And quickly down the court, turning the basketball over the Panthers. Luke Davis on the dribble, stops, goes up hard, puts it up, and gets the foul and the basket too.
That was good team defense. Hotch and Luke Davis really teamed up on that steal.
And that's Luke's first 2 points of the ball game. And that's also going to send him to the free throw line. And the foul is on. Let's see, the foul was on number 21.
Eric Gillum.
Eric Gillum coming into the ball game.
For Faverty. That might be the last we see of Kirby Faverty.
I wouldn't be surprised. Luke Davis picks up another one from the free throw line, and he's got 3 points in the game here. All right, coming down is Mackey. All the way over to McKinley, looking for Benokin down low. Finally gets it to him. He alley-oops inside. Shot is up and in by Patton, breaking along there. But actually, Benokin's the one to set that up as he turned around, found him breaking to the hoop.
Great.
And he got there. Good play that time. Shot, three-pointer on the way by Hotch. Rebound down to Benokin. 3-on-1 break. He puts the ball down too low. Hits McKinley in the foot. But the Glacier Bears come up with it. So Mark Davis will come out with 2:22 to go. They can just run a little bit of clock now here for the Glacier Bears, as they definitely have the advantage. 73-46 is the score right now. Gillum looked at the three-pointer. Back to Luke Davis, over to Mark Davis. Far side, and he'll take the dribble. 2 minutes to go in the game now. Comes out, sets the screen, Willard. And now Coach Fossman's going to take another timeout here to make a few adjustments, and we'll probably see a few more subs coming off the bench. Well, with a full timeout, we're going to turn it back to KRBD Studios for 1 minute with the Haines Glacier Bears 73 and the Craig Panthers 46.
Good to see Jaden taking that shot.
Yeah.
Try to get involved, make most of this opportunity.
Welcome back to the Haines High Gymnasium. 2 minutes, 2 seconds to go in this one. Glacier Bears going to come away with the win here tonight. The score is 73-46. It's going to be Glacier Bear basketball, far right-hand side. Subs into the ball game. I see Caleb Holm come into the ball game. Luke is still in there. Willard's in there. Hotch is in there. Also Gillum. So a lot of freshmen and one sophomore out there on the floor. Benokin makes the steal, puts it up and in. Benokin comes away. That's his 13th point of the ball game. They come down the court. Luke Davis kicks the ball back out to Holm. Over to Davis, all the way around to Hotch. Three-pointer on the way, in and out, no rebound, bounces around. Ball's going to go to the Craig Panthers as Gillum knocked that one out of bounds. McKinley gets the ball back in. He'll slowly bring it up across the court. 1:30 to go here in this first ball game of the evening. Back over to McKinley, back to Benokin. He puts it up too hard off the glass, gets his own rebound, back up and in. He hustles around, comes away with his 15th point of the ball game. and the score is 73-58. Looks like we're going to have Jacob coming into the ball game here, and we're going to take another timeout by the Glacier Bears. Let's see what he's got left here. It's going to be a full timeout by the Glacier Bears, so we're going to turn it back to KRBD again for 1 minute with the Haines Glacier Bears 73 and the Craig Panthers 50. Back in 1 minute.
I think we're going to see Owen come in here maybe too.
Well, I think I saw Jacob.
Everyone gets a chance.
I think Jacob too.
Yep, Jacob, so he's coming in.
All right, we also have Owen McFeeters coming off the bench now for the Glacier Bears, so lots of subs here by both teams. Ball comes into Hotch. 1 minute to go in the game here. Craig Panthers on the defense.
Coach Foss will back for all of his players get to play tonight.
He wants to get everybody back in there. Hotch jumper about 6. He's up and in. So Jaden Hotch gets first 2 points of the ball game. Glacier Bears go on defense now. Over to that signs McKinley. Alley-oop inside to Benoken. Puts it up and in. Benoken shouldn't have any trouble now as he's by far the tallest player out there and the most aggressive too. But being a senior, that's expected. They bring back the ball back around to Gillum. Gillum takes the dribble back out to Hotch. Hotch still at the top. 30 seconds to go. Looked inside, nothing going. Howard McFeeters down that low lane. They go to Holmes on that far left-hand side. McFeeters is posted up down low, can't get it to him. They kick the ball back out, and now there's going to be a whistle. It's going to be on Gillum, Eric Gillum. That'll be his first personal foul. That is only the, not in the 1-and-1, as that it's only the 5th team foul on the Glacier Bears. They get the ball back in. 16 seconds to go in the game here. Back out to McKinley, down low, and stop, puts up the shot. Eric Gillum over the top. Rebound up and in. Nicely by that was 34, I think, to put that one in there.
McKinley never touched the ground after he got the rebound. He put it right back up and in.
I thought that was McKinley, but I wasn't sure. Hoping you'd bail me out on that one there. Well, we're going to finish this score with the Haines Glacier Bears 75 and the Craig Panthers 54. We want to remind folks we've got the second ball game coming up here shortly. What we'll do is we're going to turn it back to the KRBD studios for, well, in the neighborhood of 18 or 19, well, actually 19 minutes or so, and we'll come back for that second game. We'll recap here real quick here before we do send it back. For the Craig Panthers, Benoken Tim finished with 17 points. Patton had 8 points in that one. McKinley 24 points. Mackey finished with 8 points, round out the scoring for the Craig Panthers. For the Haines Glacier Bears, Kirby Faverty, they didn't have an answer for him tonight as he had 36 points. Just he could not miss. Krager finished with 8 points. Davis had 21 in the ball game. Wesley Verham picked up 2. Jaden Hotch got 2. David Strong got 3 points. Luke Davis picked up 3 points for their scoring. So what we're going to do is we'll turn it back to the KRBD studios for about 19 minutes or so. Stuart, I'll just text you when we get close to going here. But we're going to turn it back to you. Craig Panthers, the Haines Glacier Bears, Haines 75, Craig 54. Girls game next.
I haven't added up the rebounds. I can add up the rebounds real quick. There you go. I hope I got all the rebounds. It was a fast-moving game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're supposedly we can get it.
Yeah. Well, I'll practice at home. I'll watch some NBA games and count rebounds. So it looks like Avery won't be playing. He's down.
Looks like Avery's the only one not playing.
But Cunningham and Benda are back. Oh, sure.
What did we do before phones, huh?
Yeah, I just got this one too. I had a flip phone a year ago.
So I sent you a link to the.
I don't even know what that means, to tell you the truth. So how does he do that? Oh well.
Sent you a link to the YouTube channel, and then also a link to the playlist for this year.
Okay. And that'll have stats?
That's all the games.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll go back and watch this one too, just to do the article for the paper. Yeah.
Hang on. I'm on for a hot dog. Go get it. Wait.
heads and
Fatheads. Get the
yeah,
fatheads.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. You're gonna see that. A lot of those coming from Mud Bay. People bringing the. Well, it'd be nice to see these girls be able to put something together. It seemed like they made a step forward last week.
Yeah.
But, like Coleman's talked about, it's kind of one step forward, two steps back.
Yep. And I've coached girls basketball for a long time. Sometimes it's 3 steps back.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, especially if you have a team that puts a lot of pressure on you. Like I felt like Petersburg was pretty, went pretty easy on the pressure. They were just picking up the midcourt. They could have made it a much different game.
Now Wrangell will be different. Wrangell is.
Yeah.
They could press them.
Yeah.
They have done that. We'll see.
Well, I understand you got to stay sharp. You can't just, get off your game. You only got so many regular season games to, prepare for Region 5. Grace might need to shoot a little bit more. She's got a pretty decent shot. Craig girls actually won a game at state last year, so they played in that third or fifth, place game they lost, but they came in. I think they maybe won big their first game.
We had the Hanson girl.
Right. Oh, right. There was the sisters. Yeah.
They must be missing a couple of girls because there's some girls I remember on here that played last year that were just freshmen or sophomores, and they're not on
Okay,
here.
get your
One of
tickets
them is a
out. The
point
first
guard.
ticket will be for the case of salmon.
Yeah,
The second
looks like they got
ticket will be for the
Yeah, they got
head
7, but so I don't
All
think
right,
they've
here
got
we
everybody here.
go. Ticket number 185.
Well, they've got 7 on the roster.
6,
Yeah.
1.
But I think
Last three numbers
it was
6,
a.
6,
Trying to remember
1.
what her name was, but I can't think of it right now. Her sister was about 6'1". She was about
Check your
5'.
tickets. I'm not very patient.
Nice.
Huge difference.
Anybody? 6, 6, 1.
Do you want to try to call some of this game?
Oh,
Sure.
we got
Whenever
a
we're
referee
break,
over there.
I'll
All right.
do my best.
Well, the way to practice it that I found is, you're writing all this down, but also call the game as you go.
Right.
In your head.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So that you get the flow of right, so and so.
All right, here we go. First winner. All right, now we're going to go.
Right. I look down a little bit too much. I need to get better at finding my stuff.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
looking.
that too, but still. Yeah.
All right, not on purpose. I shook him up, I promise. 6, 6, 0. Is that Bruce? All right. Glacier Bear basketball. Take it away, Mr. Davis.
See, I'll have a lot more stats for us to talk about tomorrow. Right. I think these on here.
Oh, good, good.
When you call the game, do you want this sheet?
Oh, no, I'll just try to, yeah. And definitely, you feel free to take over for me when I'm flailing.
Well, you just haven't looked at this to practice.
Right, sure, yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, we better stick. I better just try to get the stat sheet down, and maybe
Well, you
sometime in
can
the
still-
second quarter.
Yeah, you can call because you do have their numbers.
Yeah.
So you can do that. And if we don't get it 100% right,
Yeah. I think people are most concerned about the points, so that's if you short people a rebound here and there.
All righty, welcome back to the second game here this evening. Remind folks these two teams will be playing again tomorrow at about 5:30, and then of course that boys game will be. Girls will play first tomorrow. All right, we got the Craig Lady Panthers there in their green traveling uniforms there down in front of us here. Our Glacier Bears are to the far right, scores bench is in between, and we have a nice score clock far side so we can kind of keep track of things there as best we could. We'll get a chance really to talk about this in a moment, but I thought I wanted to throw out a couple of things here real quick. In that boys game, the Glacier Bears were 28 for 49 from the field at 57%, but in that third quarter they were 8 for 10. And in the fourth quarter, they were 8 for 13. So, gee whiz, that's pretty tough going for any team. However, in the fourth quarter, the Craig Panthers were 8 for 12 at 75%. They finished the game at 51%. Well, you'll hear the buzzer in the background here as we're about ready to have introduction of players here just in a moment as we get cranked up here for this second game. Haines Glacier Bear gals and their white uniforms. Their coach, Greg Brittenham, has got a bit of a situation going on down in Colorado, so he's going to had to go down there and take care of that. So Luann is here, and she has assisted him for years here, and Coleman Stanford has also stepped up. to help out.
Great basketball guy.
So anyway, we've had some opportunities to keep things going here now. And Hanson, these are non-starters. And Laniki, she's a freshman wearing number 23. Now the starting five for the number 15, Elisa Durgan. She is a freshman, number 15. Sophomore, Savannah Bird. Junior. And Scheidecker Trinity, number 14. And Sarah Burnham is a junior. She's number 12. And the senior is Jasmine Bird for the Craig Panthers, Vanessa James, and Christy House also coaching for the Craig Panthers, Lady Panthers here. And now for our Haines Glacier Bears. We'll introduce everybody here. We always do that the first night. Number 1, Mackenzie Dryden. She's a freshman. She played a lot this last weekend. And Melina Jorgensen-Giese, number 12, a freshman. She also got a lot of playing time last weekend. And number 24, because 9 is an illegal number, so we had to go to 24 for Cunningham. We have number 14, Brenda. She was sick last weekend. And now a freshman. And Natalie Krieger, number 31. She'll be a starter for the Glacier Bears, Lady Glacier Bears. And Caditas Long, number 23, also a freshman. A very young team for the Glacier Bears. Natalie Jobbins, she is a sophomore. Number 10, Sadie Anderson is a sophomore. And Haley Boron is a junior. Avery Williamson, probably, I don't want to say their best player, but probably the best all-around athlete for the Lady Panther or Glacier Bears is Avery Williamson. She's not playing. She has a bit of a knee injury, but she got checked out, did her MRI thing, got back into town, and they said we're just going to wait another week. But I suspect we have home games with Wrangell here next weekend. That'll be our last home games, by the way. And she probably will get in that one. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, we're out at the court. We have Burnham. That's Sarah Burnham jumping against Anderson for the Glacier Bears. It's up, and the ball is going to be controlled by the far side, and that's Trinity Snitter. Ball goes over and out of bounds right away. Officials look at each other. It's going to be Lady Panthers basketball, far side of the court. Just beginning first quarter action. They bring the ball back into Snedeker. She holds it out to the top, takes the dribble, almost gets around her man. However, nicely is Durgan. And the alley-oop inside as they try to go to Burnham on that one, or Bird. But she comes up with it, hustling right down, stop, puts up the shot from about 6, a little bit too strong, hustling over there nicely, and picking it up was Burnham. That's Sarah Burnham, so the couple of offensive boards. Three-pointer on the way out the back of the iron, rebound goes off of Sadie Anderson, so a lot of offensive boards all of a sudden there for the Lady Panthers, just not able to take advantage. We got Bird, breaking down the lane, shot goes up and in as Sarah Burnham comes down the center of the lane. Bird just gave her the pass and she has the easy lay-in, and the Lady Panthers lead at the beginning of this first quarter of action. Looks like we're going to have a man-to-man defense. Come out, set the screen, now we'll raise it back as Long with the dribble out at the top. Not a lot of pressure being applied by Snydecker. Nothing go. Comes back out to Krager. All the way over to Jobbins. Jobbins on the dribble. Gives it off to Boron. Way beyond the three-point arc. Like I say, just beginning first quarter action here. Boron comes down. Gives up her dribble. Gets the ball back out to Jobbins. Almost knocked out of her hands by Bird. And they come back around. Now it is swiped right away. Is Savannah Bird. She's down. Puts up the shot up and in. So she's got her first 2 points of the ball game. Lady Panthers lead 4-0 right now. Just up across the half-court line. Not a lot of pressure being applied. Man-to-man defense. Now they come out. Gives up the dribble. Bounces around. Gets the ball. Reverses it back. Goes over to Boron. Boron goes down the lane. Nobody picks her up. Ball bounces on the floor. Goes out of bounds. And the ball is going to go to the Lady Panthers as Haley came hard down the center of the hoop there. Just wasn't able to control it and turns the ball back over. Trinity is going to handle the basketball. Scheidecker goes right-hand side. Two-pointer on the way, a little bit short. Ball bounces around and goes out of bounds off of one of the Lady Panthers. That shot was put up by Sarah Burnham. Up across the half-court line come the Glacier Bears. Left-hand side to Jobbins. Looks down low for Anderson. They like to go there. Ball bounces around and off of the foot of Jasmine Bird. Goes out of bounds. They like to go down to that low block to Sadie Anderson. She is a good scorer from down there. If they get it down, she does a nice job. Screen comes back inside. Krager with the dribble out at the top. Comes across. It's going to be a foul, and the foul is going to be on Grace Long, and she picks up her first one. If you come up to set that screen, you got to be set. You can't be running up there and banging right into them. And that was an easy call for the official on that one.
When you're as fast as Godinez Long, it's hard to stop sometimes.
All right, we'll bring the ball back down to the right-hand side. Looking inside, they go deep in the low to Sarah Burnham, puts up the shot. Anderson comes away with it, but it bounces around still. Now we're tied up for a jump ball, and alternating possession goes to the Glacier Bears. Looks like nothing's going to happen on it, so no pressure. And they're up across the half-court line. 5:34 to go here in the first quarter of play. Comes down, screen set up, stepping up nicely was Bird. They're still working that. Now they make the steal. Gets the ball back into Bird's hands. She'll looking. Oh man, waving her hand all around was Savannah Bird. Didn't see her. Now they go back into Jasmine up and rolls across the lane. Rebound comes back down, partially checked. Shot goes up again, partially checked. Rebound out of bounds, and it goes off of one of the Glacier Bears. Boy, the boards. Glacier Bears are going to do a better job blocking out here. Too many offensive boards for the Lady Panthers. Comes back out.
Opportunities each time.
Looking up, shots on its way. Three-pointer, a little too strong. Rebound comes down. There's going to be a whistle on it. And let's see, there's two Haines gals around her. So let's see, two Lady Panthers. It's going to be on 15. That'll be Durgan. That'll be her first personal foul. Okay, slowly up across, nothing going here as we bring the ball to Scheidecker all the way down. Grace goes down low. She's completely surrounded. Finally finds Boron, stop, spin move, turn around. Going to be a travel on it as she wasn't able to control it and made the spin. We're going to have Lonicki coming into the ball game. Also Hansen coming into the ball game for the Panthers. Bringing the ball down is Durgan. She gets the ball back over into the hands of Scheidecker. She looks, finally goes left-hand side. Nothing going, however, as they bring it back out. Savannah Bird. Now Crick kicks it across. Oh, all alone. Let's see if she gets the shot up. She does. Missed it, however. Rebound comes down to Anderson. She gets the ball quick out to Boron. Almost loses it out of control. They get it back over to Gracie Long. Long will bring it up across the half-court line. 4:15 to go here in the first quarter. 4 for the Lady Panthers, 0 points for the Glacier Bears right now. Long cross-court plans to Krager, and coach wants a quick timeout for the Glacier Bears. Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout here as they're putting a lot of pressure on. After they get across the half-court line, they come out there, and then the girls try to go to either the left wing or the right wing, and the Lady Panthers, they sneak out, get in the passing lane, and they've disrupted 2 or 3 passes in there already, anticipating that that's where the ball's going to go.
And the Glacier Bears haven't put up a shot yet.
Well, they haven't had a lot of opportunities because they're fighting for things to try to get into the flow of the game.
Haley Boron made a nice move and a shot, but traveled on it.
All right, going to be Glacier Bear basketball. And out on the court now. Scheidecker's over there. Far side is Bird, Savannah Bird. They finally get the ball back in, and we're not tied up. And looks like Boron's going to hustle down there. She's trapped, goes to the hoop. She's on the dribble. Stop, puts up the shot, bounces around and in. Haley Boron picks up 2 for the Glacier Bears. And now we got a 4-2 ball game. Panthers with the basketballs. Left-hand side, nothing going. The alley-oop, all alone. The shot was way too strong. She had the easy bucket out of that one was Scheidecker. She went down low. Subs for the Glacier Bears. We're going to have Benda coming into the ball game. Looks like we're also going to have Giese coming into the ball game. I thought it was her, but I had to find her out there. Now she's down here. She's already set up on the low block. That's where they like to go. All right, ball comes on the dribble, stops, gives it up, goes over to Boron on the right-hand side. She comes all the way around, still hasn't given it up. Three-pointer on the way. Bounces around, ball's going to be controlled by the Glacier Bears, and they'll bring the dribble out at the top. 3:20 to go here in the first quarter. 4-2 is the score. Looking inside, making a nice move is Benda. Puts it up, too low under the bucket. Hits the bottom of the iron. Bounce the ball, comes down. There's going to be a double dribble on it here, as Alexis just wasn't able to control it for the Lady Panthers. And we've got Bird coming back into the ball game for the Panthers here. Looking, they get the ball back inside. Shots up and good. That's a two-pointer by Grace Godez Long. She gets it. We're tied at 4 apiece. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. On the dribble, left-hand side. Looking, can't find anything as they go to Savannah Bird. They down low. Good up and in. Nice play that time as they got the easy hoop out of that as Jasmine Bird got that bucket. And we're down across the half-court line. Backing it way out. 2:40 to go. Panthers put a little bit of pressure on, not a lot. Her Jasmine Bird comes out, over to Krieger, over to Boron. She keeps the dribble alive, penetrates down the center lane, stops, puts up the shot, checked, however, and Bird, Savannah Bird, she's on the dribble, still nobody picking her up. She goes all the way down low to Schneidecker. They come back out. Back up, stop, jumper run about 6, and it's good. Alexis Laudicki, she picks up her first 2. Coming off the bench, gives the lead back to the Panthers, 8-4 right now. 2 minutes, 7 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Glacier Bears out at the top, slow on the dribble, left, right, keeps the left-handed dribble. Tries to go down lane, stops, puts up the shot, bounces off the back of the iron, rebound fought for her. Finally, somebody comes up with it for the Panthers. Long down court pass. They'll go to Scheidecker. She looks down low. Nothing going on her. She keeps her dribble alive. Gets around her man. Stops. Wants to go to the hoop. Goes up underneath. Shot is up. Bounces around by Hansen. Gets a rebound back again. Hansen bounces around. It's going to go off of her. And the ball goes to the Glacier Bears. Sub coming off the bench. Jobbins will come in real quick. And Boron's going to take a quick seat for the Glacier Bears. 8-4 is the score. Lady Panthers with the lead, but the Glacier Bears have the basketball. 1:25 to go here in the first quarter of play. Comes back on the dribble, back and forth, down the center of the lane, knocked away. We're on the floor, going to be a tie-up. Ball goes to the Lady Panthers on it. They'll inbound right here in front of their bench. Vanessa says, Alexis, get that ball in. There we go. Made the pass in. We've got it. All right, over to the left-hand side with Savannah Bird. He goes right-hand side, looking. Can't find anything with Scheidecker. They come back out. Oh, alley-oop all alone. Up and in. Oh, nobody picked Savannah Bird up, and she had the easy bucket. That was a nice pass, however, as they recognized she was wide open, and they gave it to her. All she had to do was turn and put it up. 56 seconds to go in the quarter. Ball's on the floor again. Still nobody controls it. Still comes back in the hands and goes out of bounds off of a Glacier Bear.
That was off Godina's Long.
Oh, Godina's Long. I thought it probably was, but needless to say, the Panthers have the basketball. 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. They lead 10-4, and they have the basketball. Looking, goes left-hand side to Bird. Back inside, stop, jumper in about 6, a little bit too short. Ball bounces around. Savannah Bird hustles over, Jasmine Bird does, and gets the ball back for the Lady Panthers with 25 seconds to go here in the quarter. They'll come back out. Gets the ball over to Savannah Bird. Long cross-court pass. They try to go down low. Come up, stops, puts up the shot, up and in. As Scheidecker came from the backside, got it to go, and that's her first 2 points. 12-4 is the score. 9 seconds to go in the quarter. They go left-hand side to Krieger. Krieger out of the top. Goes across to Jobbins. She fires up the shot, and there's a whistle on the shot. Looks like the foul's going to be on Bird. It's going to be three shots as she was way behind the line. Actually, what was happening is the time was running out on the clock. She just threw it up, and Jobbins is going to go to the free throw line with 2 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Jobbins' first shot off the back of the iron, not any good. She'll get 2 more out of it. Coach Vanessa James, she just kind of held her arms up in the air. You really didn't need to go after her there.
You don't want to foul on the desperation shot.
And that's what it was. But, the girls are young, and so they got to pick up on it. Lots of subs coming into the ball game now. Look, Anderson's coming in, Boron coming in today, Dryden coming into the ball game for the Glacier Bears. Natalie, this is her third chance. This one, no, off to the side, no. Rebound comes back down, and you can hear the buzzer in the background there. Well, we're going to end this first quarter of play with the Haines Glacier Bears 4 points and the Craig Panthers with 12 points. We're going to turn it back to KRBD Studios for 1 minute with Haines 4, Craig 12. Back in 1 minute.
These numbers will correspond to some of the girls that have played for 4 years. I'm having a hard time because I'm wanting to come close to those names.
Right. Oh yeah. No, that's. I'm still trying to get all their names down.
And welcome back to the Haines High Gym. Just beginning the second quarter here in this first half of basketball. Craig Panthers 12, Lady Panthers. Glacier Bears 4. They're going to come out with the basketball to start with. Glacier Bears out there. Dryden's in the ball game now. And looks like Giesey's also into the ball game. And they get the ball back inside to Benda. Back out to Boron. She goes down the lane, stops. Ball goes up to Jobin. She puts it up over to Anderson, up and in. Nice weak side rebound for Sadie Anderson. She got the bucket out of it. Ball comes back down on the left-hand side on the dribble. Looking, nothing going, however, as Monty comes down. They try to go around the left side, puts up the shot a little bit short. Anderson comes down with it as Durgan put that shot up, and the ball ends up in Jobin's hands. She's being down to the left-hand side, hustling down. Good defense that time by the Panthers. Didn't give anything to her. Comes back, shot goes up. Rebound Dryden for the Glacier Bears. Over to Boron. Over to Jobbins. Downs the lane, stops. Had the shot. Changed her mind, however. Back to Boron. She goes inside to Anderson. Stop. Forces up the shot. Going to be a foul on it.
Well, you can see the Glacier Bears working hard to try to get into Anderson in the low post there. That's definitely part of their strategy here.
Fouls on number 12. That'll be Burnham. That'll be her first. Sadie Anderson at the free throw line. This one looks good and is, so she picks up her third point from there. 7-11. First half to play here. Second quarter. Shots on its way, a little bit strong. Rebound, bounces around, comes down in the hands of the Panthers. Lady Panthers will get the ball up. Jasmine Bird brings it across the half-court line. 7 minutes to go here. The alley-oop inside. Oh, nice move. Pushes up the shot. A little bit too strong. Back down, up and in. As the offensive board came right down into Savannah Bird's hands, and she did the right thing. She went right back up and in, and she's got 6. 6:45 to go here in the first half of play. Over to Anderson. Stops. Tries to put up the shot. Ball's scratched around. Still nobody. Comes away with it. Finally come away and ends up with a travel as Jasmine Bird, she took off and kind of forgot to dribble right off the bat, but the official was standing there. There was still kind of hand on the ball, so it was pretty hard to get it down on the floor. Anderson with the basketball. Gives the long alley-oop pass to Jobbins. Jobbins brings it down, comes across. Haley Boron comes out, tries to set the screen. Now Dryden comes. There's going to be a foul on Dryden. You could see that I could see that one developing right from the very beginning as Mackenzie Dryden, she was headed over there to set that screen, and that's what she was going to do, but you got to stop. All right, going to be Lady Panthers basketball. Right-hand side, looking down low, Jasmine Bird. Good defense by the Glacier Bears as they got a hand up. Alley-oop all the way across, reverse it back around. Stop, steps inside, shot's a little bit too strong. Ball bouncing around. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Glacier Bear basketball. They'll bring it full court. Looks like Jasmine Bird's going to put just a little bit of pressure on. Boron up across the half-court line. 7-point lead by the Lady Panthers right now. Boron hustles down, puts up the shot, too strong off the glass. Rebound comes back down here as Haley put that shot up. There's going to be a foul off the rebound here. Fouls on 21 Green. That'll be Jasmine Bird. Her first, fourth team foul. Subs coming back in the bench. Krieger, looks like we got coming off the bench. We also have Cunningham coming in the ball game, and I think Long also came in there. Gracie Godez Long came in there. All right, substitutions for the Lady Panthers. Scheidecker comes back into the ball game. They get the ball back out. Back around. Foul ball's over to Boron. She moves inside, puts it up, and in. Haley Boron gets a bucket as she went hard to the hoop. Got the lay-in, got around her man. Glacier Bears only down by 5 right now, and they go back inside. Put up the shot, a little bit too. Rebound comes back down. Still nobody gets it. We're down below. Where's the ball going to go? Glacier Bears. 2 or 3 girls on the floor here, and looks like it's going to be Glacier Bear basketball off of that one. They tried to go low. I think Alexis tried to get a shot up down there, hit the bottom of the rim, came right back down to her, and then went out of bounds. Boron comes out with its dribble to the right-hand side. Stops, spins back, looks, gives up her dribble, tries to go into Anderson. Pins up the moon, going to be a foul on it. Foul's on number 12. That'll be Sarah Burnham, and that is her second.
It was a nice wraparound bounce pass by Boron.
Yeah, to get that ball down low here. It's going to be 2 shots by Sadie Anderson. Coming off the bench is going to be Hanson. This one's on the way, a little bit too strong. Missed her first chance there. Has 3 points in the ball game. They're going to take Sarah Burnham out of the game with that second personal foul. 5:23 to go here in the first half of play. Shots on its way, bounces, in and out. No, rebound comes back down to Hanson. Long down court pass. Ball comes up, going to be a whistle on it as the ball ended up in the hands of Scheidecker. And let's see where the foul's going to be on number 5. That'll be Haley Boron. That'll be her first personal foul. 3 team fouls, Glacier Bears. 5 team fouls, Lady Panthers. And we've got Trinity Scheidecker at the free throw line. Has those 2 points early on. This one looks good and is. Nice rotation of that. Just dropped right in. That's her 3rd point. She'll get a second one here. 9-15 is the score right now. She can make it 16. This one's on its way. Looks good and is. So she picks up 2 from the free throw line as that's her 4th point. Glacier Bears with the basketball, far side. Boron brings it down. Stops, goes to the other side, kicks over to the side. Boron coming around, puts it up too hard off the glass. Rebound comes down to Hanson. Long down court pass to Scheidecker. She tries to make the move. Good defense by the Glacier Bears, didn't give it to her. 2-pointer on the way, no 3. Bounces around. Ball is tied up between 2 gals. Ball goes to the Lady Panthers off of it. Alexis didn't waste any time putting that shot up. Ball, however, got down. They tie it back up. Another 3-pointer on the way. This one's too strong. Anderson comes down with it for the Glacier Bears. Long down court pass. Hustling down, making the steal, however, was Bird. Now coming down, and Long steps in and makes the steal. We're still not across the half-court line. Now we get across. And Gracie got all the way down there. Lost control at the last second. Goes out of bounds. All right, going to be Lady Panthers basketball. 4:28 to go here in the first half. Looking around, nothing going. Shot a little bit short on. I can see it's going to be short. Rebounds on the floor. Still nobody picks it up. Now they kick it back out. 2-pointer on the way. It's good by Scheidecker as she waited around. They handed her the basketball. She fired it up and made it go. Glacier Bears down by 9 right now. They have the basketball. Scores 18-9. 4 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Backing it back out. They go offside to Cunningham, all the way over to Boron. Boron spins around, charges through. Going to be a block on one of the Lady Panthers. 23. Alexis will pick up her first personal fouls. 16 foul, 16 fouls. Haley Boron at the free throw line, 4 points. Glacier Bears need to improve their shooting percentage here, as they are only 2 for 6 so far from the free throw line. Boron put it up, bounces around, no, missed that one.
Now we're going to get Benda and Giese.
Benda's coming in there. Looks like Jorgensen. Giese's going to come off the bench for the Glacier Bears. All right, Haley's going to get another chance here if she misses it. And she does. She will, as unfortunately Durgan stepped in there and she realized it, but it was nothing she could do. She'd already gone into the lane. So now Haley will get another chance here. This one's on its way, does almost exactly the same thing, bounces around. Anderson comes up with it, up and in.
A rebound and a spin move, put back.
All right, Sadie Anderson did a nice job there with the offensive board and put it right back up and in. Back over to the right-hand side to Scheidecker. Over to Burnham, all the way around, nothing going here. As they move around, stops, kicks the ball across. All the way down underneath, nice move that time, up and in. That was a nice move by Durgan as she got the easy bucket out of it. Give a good head fake, got her man in the air, and then she just put it up and in. All right, 3:20 to go here, first half. 9-point lead by the Lady Panthers. They go down to Anderson, head fake, stop, puts up the shot, a little bit short, rebound fought for, coming up with it. Oh, all alone down is Scheidecker, hustling down the court. However, Scheidecker comes, puts it up and in. Trinity did a nice job, got her man on her hip, kept her away and put up the shot, protected the basketball, got the easy bucket. Goes to Boron. They go down low to Anderson. She's double teams back to Boron. Looking, still can't find to get it inside, so he'll back it back out. Back to Anderson, double down low. Stops, puts up the shot. Rebound fought for underneath. Benda up with it and in. So Benda had the good board on that one as she had the weak side rebound and put it right back up and in. 2:35 to go here in the first half. Breaking down the lane, puts up the shot a little bit short. Rebound fought for underneath. Shots on the way, looks a little strong. Gets her own rebound, puts it up again. Ball bounces around. Boron on the dribble, all alone. Gets it out to Gracie Long. She puts it up and in. So Gonez Long picks up her 4th point. Glacier Bears only down 15. Oh, well, they come right back and answer as Durgan put it up and in. Glacier Bears at one point were only down by 7, but now they're back down to that 9 again. Stops, gives up her dribble to Boron. Boron, cross-court pass to Anderson. Anderson's down low, gives it back to Boron. Stop, puts up the shot. Rebound fought for, comes back down, and now there's going to be a whistle on the play. I think it's going to be on Giese. She was there. Officials coming this way. It is going to be on her. And we've got Jobbins coming into the ball game. Anderson's going to come out. 1:49 to go here in the first half. 24-15. And now we're going to take a 30-second timeout here as Coach James wants to talk it over for just a minute. It's going to be a 30-second timeout here. 24-15. Well, shot-wise, they've been putting up some more shots in this quarter. Both teams, I mean, the Lady Panthers had 16 in that first quarter, but they've got 9 up already in this one. They're not afraid to put it up. And unfortunately for the Glacier Bears, they've only gotten, 6 up so far in the first, 6 so far in this quarter too.
They've done a nice job getting a couple offensive rebounds and converting those into buckets. So if they can get a few more shots up, maybe they'll have a few more opportunities on the putbacks.
Well, both teams have been offensively getting the ball back and getting some more opportunities here, especially the Craig Panthers down low. All right, Panthers will bring the ball up across. 1:45 to go in the first half of play. Over to Walensky, she drives down, kicks the ball back out. Over, shot, head fake. Shots up, partially checked, however. Nice hustle as they come around. Ball ends up into the hands of Scheidecker, and she wasn't able to get it. Bird got it, and now we put it right back up and in is Durgan, and she's got 6. So Durgan was in the right spot. The ball ended up in her hands from about 5-6 feet away. She went up and in with it, got the easy bucket. They go down low to Giese, back out to Boron. She wants the baseline, partially checked, however. The rebound comes down. We're going to have a tie-up, going to be Glacier Bear basketball. Going to be Glacier Bear basketball under their basket, setting up at the far right-hand side. Looking, gets out to Boron. Alley-oop over to Jobbins all the way around. Nice ball movement by the Glacier Bears. There's Benda. Could have had the baseline, didn't get it, however. Ball's on the floor, bouncing around, still nobody there. And now we're going to have, I think it's going to be on Alexis Laniki, and she picks up her foul. I mean, Coach James is right there too, and they're both about 4 or 5 feet away from each other. And Coach says, "Why did you even reach around there? There was no chance you're going to get that ball." Anyway, and that is a 1-and-1 opportunity on top of that. All right, at the free throw line, Glacier Bears struggling from there. Let's see if they can right the ship. This one's on its way and looks good and is. So Benda gets it, and she'll get a second here, because it was a 1-and-1 opportunity. So Glacier Bears finally get one to go here. Like I said, they've been struggling from there. 3 for 10, make it 3 for 11. And ball comes down on the floor, goes off the Glacier Bears, and it's going to be Lady Panthers basketball. 59.9 seconds to go here in the first half. 26-16, biggest lead in the ball game for the Lady Panthers. Back out at the top, goes right-hand side to Schneidecker. She looks, goes to Burnham. Burnham gets a jumper from about 6, bowls around. Ball ends up in her hands again, comes back out, back over, nice ball movement, and up and in by Alexis Lonecki, and she picks up her 4th point, extends the lead now 28-16. Over to Jobbins, fires up from about 6, in and out, no rebound, fought for, hustling over is Benda, but it's knocked out of bounds by nice hustle that time by Savannah Bird as she hustled over and knocked that away. Jorgensen Giese inbound that far corner. They go back inside, stops, gives it up. Going to be tied up, spin around. 3-pointer on the way by Boron. Rebound back down into the hands of Durgan. She quickly gets the ball up court, looking all alone. Oh, nice down the lane, up and in. Oh, Hansen just filled that lane nicely, and that was a nice pass by Durgan. And boy, got the easy bucket. Jobbins and fires up a 3. Natalie gets 3 points right at the buzzer. So we're going to end this first half of play with the Haines Glacier Bears 19 points and the Craig Lady Panthers 30 points. Well, we're going to turn it back to KRBD Studios for about 9 minutes with Haines 19, Craig 30, back in about 9 minutes. All right, and welcome back to the Haines High Gymnasium here. We're just beginning second half action here. Both teams are out shooting around right now. The Craig Panthers, of course, will be going to our left this time here. We're sitting right above their bench, so get the chance to look down at them. And then the Haines Glacier Bears going to the right here on their end of the court. Everybody's out shooting. We'll run down some stats real quick here for you. Why don't you talk a little bit about shooting and some rebounding a bit there for a minute?
Great. In the the first half, Haines shot 40% from the field. They only put up 15 shots, however. Craig Panthers shot 44%, 13 for 29. But in that second quarter, they shot 61%. A lot of them on high percentage shots, finding teammates open under the hoops. There's one of the bright spots for Haines has been our offensive rebounding. Sadie Anderson, so far in the game, has 8 rebounds, 6 of those in that second quarter.
Well, we'll run down a little bit of shooting stuff here real quick here for Trinity Scheidecker. She has 8 points, followed by Savannah Bird with 6 for Durgan, and then 2 each for Burnham and Bird, and 4 points for Lanicki and 2 points for Hansen. So everybody scored for the Lady Panthers. From the Haines Glacier Bears, 5 points for Sadie Anderson, 4 for Haley Boron, and Avery Williamson, one of our better plow players, is out with still a knee injury, so hope she'll be back next week. Benda coming off the bench had 3 points, and then Grace Long getting a start here tonight. She had 4 points in the ball game. Everybody else has been in the game. Cunningham, GC, Dryden, and Krager have all been in the ball game so far. Well, you can hear that buzzer in the background. The Panthers are out on the court first. It's going to be Craig Panther basketball here to start this third quarter. Haines 19, Craig 30. The Lady Panthers with the lead.
All right, and here we go. Kicking off the third quarter action. Craig's going to inbound the ball. Savannah Bird's going to get the ball into Durgan. Durgan moves it around the perimeter. They dump it inside. Kick it back out to Savannah Bird. Oh, the hook shot in the lane by Sarah Burnham is good. And it's 32-19 Panthers. Grace Godinez long handling the ball for the Glacier Bears. She gets a pickup high from Sadie Anderson. Doesn't take it. Oh, the ball gets slapped away by Bird as Godinez long tries to get the ball over to Boron. Boron will inbounds the ball. She finds Natalie Krager coming off a pick. Krager will handle the ball at the top of the key. She dishes it to Boron in the corner. Boron dumps it into Sadie Anderson. Anderson, a nice move. Oh, misses the layup. Almost gets her own rebound. Doesn't. Now it's the Panthers on the fast break, and it's a fast break layup for Scheidecker. 2 quick hoops for the Panthers. Here to start the half. Oh, another steal by Burnham. She's got the ball on the break. She's being guarded by Krager. Oh, she finds Bird under the hoop. And it's another 2 for Savannah Bird. And Coach Stanford wants to take time to talk things over after he's seen 3 quick hoops for Craig to start this third quarter.
Yeah, well, they came out here, and we talked a little bit about it in the first half of play here, how they started anticipating those passes on the wings, and now they've really made the adjustment, and gee whiz, bing, 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 they make some steals there and going hard to the hoop, able to get some easy buckets out of it. Opened up at 36-19, here on this one, but yeah, it's an interesting mix of things here as they made an adjustment for sure.
And those halftime adjustments will make or break you, as we saw in the previous game and we've seen many times here before. Let's see how Coach Stanford wants to counter with what's going on, try to regain some ball control.
Well, Savannah Bird came down, and filled that lane nicely on the right-hand side, got the nice little pass from Scheidecker. I mean, it's nice of Scheidecker to recognize that she was there, but she didn't even have to take a dribble. She just laid it up and in.
It was a good heads-up pass on the fast break. Okay, Boron's looking to inbound. Official Don Nash has a question. He's talking to the scorer's table. Okay, now we're ready to roll. Boron's got the ball. Godinez being heavily guarded, but they get it into her. Now she's being trapped, but dribbling her way through it. Passes to Jobbins in the corner. Jobbins takes a dribble, puts up the shot, misses, but Sadie Anderson gets the rebound and puts it back in for the Glacier Bears' first bucket of the half. Okay. Jasmine Bird dribbling the ball. She's penetrating. Oh, knocked away. Oh, but the Panthers regain control. It's Savannah Bird's got it on the perimeter. Dishes over to Durgan. The shot goes up. It's off. Oh, battling for the rebound. Sadie Anderson finally coming up with it. And she's going to be fouled. The foul on number 21, Jasmine Bird. They'll inbounds, get it to Jobbins on the perimeter. Jobbins working her way up the court against the full court press. Boron's going to take the three. Bounces a little bit short. And Durgan gets the rebound, dishes it to Savannah Bird, who misses, but the putback.
Oh, yeah, nice putback by Sarah Burnham. Yeah. She followed that shot right in and got the easy board.
Oh, the Panthers showing a light press. Godinez Long handling the ball on the perimeter. Pass it to Boron. Boron dribbles, penetrates, throws up the hoop. Oh, just off the backboard. Rebound by Sarah Burnham. Oh, but knocked away by Boron at midcourt. And was that out of bounds, Carlisle? Or?
I think it's going to be a foul.
Okay.
If that's Jasmine Bird's third personal foul. Yeah, so substitute. She's coming right out of the ball game. Vanessa James didn't wait at all for that one. She just took her right out.
So Bird will get a break here. Godinez Long dribbling. Sees an opening. Now she dishes out to Jobbins in the corner. Jobbins takes a couple dribbles and hits it. Jobbins starting to show some confidence with that shot. She sets up nicely. Drains it. Now we've got Bird. Oh, tries to get it under the hoop to Burnham. Oh, now we've got Bird dribbling across the key and making the layup. Okay. Godinez Long dribbling. Wants to get some advice from the bench here. Now she's dribbling. Glacier Bears spreading it out. Anderson setting a pick for Jobbins. Now we've got Haley Boron at the top of the key. She's going to drive to the hoop, throw up a shot, miss. Bird down with the rebound. She looks up the court and sees Lawnicki. And Lawnicki takes it all the way. Heads up passing.
I think that was Scheidecker.
Oh, I'm sorry, Scheidecker? Number 14, Scheidecker. Okay, thanks. Okay, about getting set to check into the game for Craig. Amaya Hansen about to come back in. Sadie Anderson attempts the shot underneath the hoop and is fouled.
That was nice ball move by the Glacier Bears, though. They made three real nice passes, and Sadie just couldn't finish the job there at the lay-in, but she was fouled on it.
Here we go. First free throw for Anderson is in. It's good. As Hansen subs in for Sarah Burnham. And also, the Glacier Bears are going to substitute Kate Benda in for Natalie Krager here. She'll get a break.
Anderson's got 8 points, leading scorer for the Glacier Bears right now.
Trying to make it 9. It's up, and it's good. Anderson looking good from the free throw line tonight. Craig will bring it up. Scheidecker on the ball. Dishes over to Bird. And now we've got, knocked away by Haley Boron. She's going to go all the way to the hoop. Coast to coast, throws it up, misses, but Benda gets the rebound. And she's tied up for another jump ball. And this time the possession will go to the Glacier Bears. Benda will inbounds it from underneath her own basket. Gets to Anderson right there at the low post. Anderson puts it up. Misses, but fouled once again. Another chance for Sadie to put some points on the board with the clock stopped here at 3:47. Craig Panthers leading 42-25. Anderson steps to the line. It's up and it's good. Getting Nice sportsmanship with the Panther girls stepping up and giving Sadie a low 5. Second shot up, and it falls for 2. Another hoop for Anderson, and it's 42-27 Panthers. Ooh, okay. Durgan drives, hits a 5-foot jump shot there. Oh, scrapping hard on the press. Lawnicki dives and knocks the ball out of bounds, but it'll go back to the Glacier Bears. Natalie Jobbins to inbound, and the Panthers are showing their press here. It's inbounded to Benda. She dribbles, brings it up the court, takes it all the way. Oh, and it just rolls out. But Anderson with another rebound and a putback bucket. That's 10 points for 13 points for Sadie Anderson now. Oh, and she grabs another rebound underneath the Panther hoop. She's going to try to dribble up the court. And Haley Boron seems to be called for a foul here.
I think it's going to be on her with 3 minutes, 5 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
The ref saw something he didn't like there. That's Haley's second foul. Now, nice inbounds play where Bird fed it to Hansen, got it right back. Okay, now coming down with the rebound. Godinez long, and it'll be another jump ball. This time, it's going to go the Glacier Bear way. We've got Mackenzie Dryden subbing in. She's going to give a rest to Natalie Jobbins. Jobbins hustles off the court. Oh, and Benda steals the inbound pass. She's open in the open court. She dribbles. She goes in the layup. It's up and it's good. Kate Benda, quick steal going coast to coast. Oh, and Craig throws the ball away, so the Glacier Bears will get the ball back with 2:41 on the third quarter. Panthers ahead 44-31. Checking back into the game is Jasmine Bird for the Panthers. She's going to give her sister Savannah Bird a break. Also coming back in is Malia Jorgensen-Giese giving Kate Benda a break. Grace Godinez long bringing the ball up the court right in the point as she has most of the game for the Glacier Bears. She gives it to Boron. Boron's going to take a couple dribbles, gets a pick from Jorgensen-Giese. Now she's in the corner, dumps it into Anderson. Anderson spins. Oh, and has the ball ripped away from her by Savannah Bird. Now Savannah Bird on the break, dribbling around the three-point line. They're going to set it up. Burnham with a fake. Oh, a give and go to Savannah Bird. She doesn't get the basket to go. Anderson gets the rebound, but then it has it stripped away from her. Now the three-point attempt. Oh, missed three-point attempt there by Alyssa Durgan. So now,
yeah, that was a great three-point attempt there, but Coach James hopped off the bench. Unfortunately, the ball came right down to two of the gals from Lady Panthers underneath. They would have had an easy lay-in out of it, but that sometimes happens when the coach calls a timeout.
Things go. So she wanted to talk about there. So
all right, so we're going to turn it back to KRBD for 1 minute. We'll be back in 1 minute. Haines 31, Lady Panthers 44.
And we're back in the Haines gym with 2 minutes left. Jasmine Bird just scored a hoop under on an inbounds pass under her own basket. So now the Glacier Bears going to bring it back. Boron throws it up in the key, no good. The rebound goes to Hansen. Now Scheidecker bringing the ball up the court, pushes it off. to Durgan, who's fouled. Foul is going to be a push on number 5. Haley Moore on her 3rd foul. It's now inbounding under the Panther hoop. It gets kicked out to Jasmine Bird at the 3-point line. She's going to make a fake, take a dribble, shoot one from the key. She misses, but it's rebounded by Hansen. Now back out to the top. Jasmine Bird's going to take the 3. It doesn't hit anything. Almost saved by Lawnicki, but she stepped on the line. It's going to be Glacier Bear basketball. Okay, now we've got Natalie Krager bringing the ball up the court. Krager showed some sharp ball handling skills in her freshman year here. She dishes off to Boron. Goes to the corner to Jorgensen Giese. Again, they kick it down to Anderson. Anderson gets double teamed. The ball knocked away, but it goes back to Jorgensen Giese, who loses it underneath her own hoop. Knocked away by the Craig Panthers. We're going to see multiple substitutions here for the Glacier Bears coming in. Natalie Jobbins, Kate Benda, and Grace Godinez-Long back in the ball game for the Glacier Bears. Oh. Lawnicki dish to Hansen. Hansen is fouled in the act of shooting, so she's going to go to the line with the score here, 46-31, with 53 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that was a nice pass, too. She did a nice thing there, gave her the ball right at the spot where she just step up and shoot it.
Hansen misses the first. She gets the ball back to shoot the second one. It's up, and it's good. Maya Hansen scoring from the free throw line. Now Krager's going to bring the ball up for the Glacier Bears. Craig guarding man-to-man defense, picking him up at midcourt. Glacier Bears are going to move the ball around. Godinez-Long has it, dribbles it, passes it to Krager. Krager gets it to Benda. Benda's now at the top of the key. Oh, goes to the ground with it and has to get rid of it. Godinez-Long goes and helps her, takes the shot from the corner, misses, gets her own rebound, and they're going to set it back up again. Oh, Jobbins attempts another 3-pointer. This one doesn't go. Okay, now with 8 seconds left, Panthers out in the middle. Oh, dish to Jasmine Bird underneath, and she hits a layup with 2 seconds left, and the 3rd quarter will end. Craig Panthers 49, Haines Glacier Bears 31.
All right, we'll turn it back to KBD for about 1 minute. We'll be back in 1 minute. Craig 49, Haines 31. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I
probably should get Jordan to help me on this if I'm going to talk.
Well, that's
next week we'll look at that.
Now, welcome back to the Haines Gymnasium. Here come the Glacier Bears out of that 1 minute break between the 3rd and 4th quarter. It's going to be Glacier Bear basketball, far side of the court.
And on the court for the Glacier Bears, we've got Benda, Jobbins, Godinez-Long, Anderson, and Krager. Oh, Jobbins going to dribble. Oh, misses the shot. Benda's on the floor, scrapping for the rebound with Jasmine Bird. The ball will go out of bounds, and it'll be a Glacier Bear ball. On the court for Craig, we've got both Birds, Jasmine and Savannah. We've got Lawnicki, Scheidecker, and Burnham. Foul is going to be on Scheidecker. So the Glacier Bears will have the ball again underneath their own hoop. Kate Benda inbound the ball. Gets it into Anderson on the low post. Anderson's double team, gets the ball knocked away, goes out to Krager. She's got it up top, finds Jobbins. Jobbins with a three-point attempt. Doesn't fall for her. So now it's Scheidecker pushing the ball up the court for the Craig Panthers. She gets it to Wanicki on the perimeter. Wanicki's going to take a few steps in. Oh, tries to dish into Burnham. Oh, Burnham, yep, missed shot. Rebounded by Benda, but once again, players just getting tied up the second they bring the ball down low, and it's going to be another change of possession, this one going to the Craig Panthers, who will inbound underneath their own hoop. Oh, Wanicki gets it to Jasmine Bird right underneath her own basket. Bird kicks it to the other Bird. Very nice dish by Savannah Bird. Oh, and now Jasmine Bird with the shot, and she's fouled. And the foul is going to be on Natalie.
I think
Jobbins.
it is Natalie, yeah.
Yeah, Natalie Jobbins picking up her first foul, and that'll send Jasmine Bird to the line shooting 2. Bird's first shot bounces in and out. She gets it. Some encouragement from her teammates. Gets the ball back on the line to shoot her second one. Second shot up, and it's short. Doesn't touch anything, so that's a violation. And the Glacier Bears will get the ball. Benda will inbounds to Godinez Long, who will bring it up, dribbling up to midcourt. Goes right, then goes left. Oh, Jobbins dishes it into Anderson. Anderson in the low post. Oh, puts it up, doesn't get it to go. Okay, now Jasmine Bird bringing the ball up the court, and it's called with a travel in the key. So with 6:40 left, it's 49-31 Craig Panthers. Boron's dribbling the ball around the perimeter, passes to Jobbins. Jobbins going to take a few dribbles. Oh, gets tied up by Savannah Bird. Savannah Bird's going to dribble the length of the court, put the layup up and in. Okay, Long on the point. Passes to Boron. Boron's going to take a couple dribbles toward the corner, picks up her dribble. Jobbins at the top of the key. Back to Boron. Boron shooting from about the free throw line. It's up and it's good. Nice little jump shot for Haley Boron, making it 51-33 Craig Panthers with 5:53 remaining. Okay. Oh, Savannah Bird dishes inside to Scheidecker. Scheidecker drives to the hoop, can't get it to go. Burnham almost gets the rebound, but it gets knocked out of bounds, so it's going to be Glacier Bear ball as Sophia Cunningham comes into the game for the Haines Glacier Bears. Also, substitution for the Craig Panthers. Who did we just have?
Durgan came in.
Durgan's back on the floor for the Craig Panthers. Long on the point. Dribbling. Gets to Jobbins in the corner. Jobbins takes it. A shot. Up. Doesn't hit anything. Rebounded by Savannah Bird. Savannah Bird pushes up the court. Oh, and it's up and good for Durgan. Okay. All right, the Glacier Bears want a timeout here with 5:15.
Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout.
Timeout to talk things over here.
Well, shot-wise, anyway, the Craig Panthers a little more patient, running their offense, looking for an open man, breaking into the hoop, and the Glacier Bears, they're trying to go down low again like they have been, but that's not working out too well right now. As Sadie Anderson, they pretty much double-teaming her now anytime she gets the ball.
Making it very difficult to do anything down there. She's making some nice fakes and trying to get some room for herself once she gets the ball, but when you got 4 hands in your face, it's kind of hard to get to the hoop.
Well, Savannah Bird has really come up in this quarter, too. She's just been making steal after steal, a lot of pressure all the time wherever she goes, and she looks up the court when she gets the ball, too. So,
and you see the Birds talking out there at the end of the timeout. Probably her big sister's probably telling her little sister what a great job she's doing. Now we've got Krager handling the ball for the Glacier Bears. She dribbles, passes it to Boron. Oh, Boron gives it right back to her. They get it to Anderson at about 12 feet. She'll take a dribble, get it knocked away again. She's got 3 people on her. Oh, and finally Jasmine Bird comes up with the steal, but the call is going to be a foul. So it'll go back to the Glacier Bears to foul.
That was a travel.
Oh, it was a travel. Okay, yeah.
She had the right idea.
So now it's going to the Glacier Bears. Will get it back underneath their own hoop. Jobbins will inbound. She gets it into Boron. Boron takes a couple dribbles, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound goes to Burnham. Savannah Bird will bring the ball up the court. Gets it to Burnham underneath the basket. Burnham's shot is up and good. Okay, now we got Boron bringing the ball up. This is over to Krager. Krager back to Boron. Boron's going to penetrate, throws up a shot. Oh, off the back of the rim, no good. The rebound will go to Savannah Bird. Okay, now they're slowing it down. It's Laniki at the top of the key, dribbling around. Oh, dumps it in. Nice lob pass in to Savannah Bird. To Jasmine Bird. She loses it, but then Burnham grabs the ball and puts it up for 2. Okay. So now with 4 minutes left in the game, it's 57-33. Craig Panthers. Oh, and now it's a foul called on Alexis Laniki. Looks like that's her first. It gets inbound to Anderson. Anderson spins, tries to get a shot up, does, but it's off the back of the rim, no good. So Laniki running the point now for the Panthers over to Jasmine Bird. Oh, Laniki gives it, makes the cut, gets it back, puts up the shot, it's no good. Burnham there with the rebound. And as she shoots, it gets knocked out of bounds by Sadie Anderson. Now we're going to see 4 subs coming in for Haines. We're going to have Jorgensen Giese, Dryden, Benda.
And I think we're going to have Hanson off the bench for the Lady Panthers.
Okay, and Hanson off. Okay, oh, and now Scheidecker also coming back into the game for the Panthers for Burnham. And Jasmine Bird going to take a rest. Okay, the ball underneath the Panthers' hoop. Waniki inbounds it to Burnham. Oh, and she's fouled. I'm sorry, inbounds it to Scheidecker. Scheidecker's fouled on the shot. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. So with 3:35 left in the game here, it's 57.
Well, Scheidecker's got 12 points. She's 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. So she can be, if she can get anything to go here, she'll take over the leading scorer position. This one's on its way. Man.
No good. Rolls around the rim and out. She gets a.
Well, Savannah Bird also has 12 points in the ball game so far.
Scheidecker's second shot. It's up. And this one's good. So Glacier Bears will push the ball up the court. Hannah Boron running the point. Charges into the corner, then wraps around, puts up a shot. No good, but she's fouled. So Haley Boron will step to the line now with 3:29 remaining. Have a chance to get her team a little closer with no time going off the clock. It's 58-33. The foul was on Amaya Hanson, her second foul for Craig. Boron's first shot up off the back of the rim. She gets set up for her second shot, takes a couple dribbles. This one's up. Also no good. Oh, battle for the rebound, but it goes to Hanson, who dishes it to Scheidecker. Scheidecker's pushing it up the court for Craig. She's going to drive through the hoop. Oh, where she's fouled on the floor by Jorgensen Giese.
Well, we didn't have a lot of fouls called for quite a long time, and now we've had quite a slew of them here in the last minute and a half.
This is Jorgensen Giese's 4th foul of the game. She's got one left. Oh, the inbounds pass goes to Waniki. She puts up the shot. It doesn't go. The ball gets knocked out of bounds by the Glacier Bears, and it's going to go back to Craig. Savannah Bird inbounding the ball. Oh, gets it right in the middle. Scheidecker making a great cut across the middle of the key. She gets the feed and puts it up, and it's good. Now long spinning, getting tied up, but gets out of it. Benda dribbling in the corner. Dishes it into Jorgensen Giese. She's getting a lot of pressure under there, and it's another jump ball. This time the possession out. Arrow is going to the Haines Glacier Bears. Checking back into the game for the Craig Panthers is Sarah Burnham. She's going to sub in for Alexis Lanicki. Oh, no. Yes, that is who she's going to sub in for. There was a little confusion there for a sec. So now with 2:56 to play, the ball inbound by DeBoron. She shoots, she misses. Scheidecker gets the rebound. And she's called with a carry just across midcourt. The ball will go back to the Glacier Bears. Here, 2:47 left in the game. The score is 60-33, Craig Panthers. Boron sets a pick at the top of the key, getting some space for Godinez Long. The dribbles down low. Now she's getting double teamed under the basket. Ball ripped away by Savannah Bird. Oh, but Mackenzie Dryden manages to knock it back to Godinez Long, who feeds it to Boron, who puts it up, and it's good. Nice recovery there by the Glacier Bears, playing some good team defense, putting the pressure on and getting the ball back to Boron. Now, ball's knocked out of bounds by Godinez Long. It'll still be Craig Panther ball, their side of the court. Savannah Bird inbounds the ball. Looking. Oh, she gets it. Maya Hansen. It gets knocked away by Maya Hansen. Kate Benda dribbling down the court all the way. Oh, misses the layup, but it's knocked out by Hansen on the rebound. So it'll be Glacier Bear ball underneath their basket with 2:09 now left to play. Jorgensen Giese kicks the ball into Godinez Long. Godinez Long takes the quick jump shot. It's good. Long's got a good-looking shot. All of her basketball skills are pretty smooth for a freshman. Now it's going to be Savannah Bird dribbling for the Craig Panthers. Oh, she gets the ball knocked away by Haley Boron. Haley Boron goes the length of the court, makes the layup, misses, but Mackenzie Dryden comes up with the rebound, puts the shot up, and it's good. Dryden with the offensive rebound and bucket.
Okay, looks like we're going to take a full timeout here, so with the score, Craig Lady Panthers 60, Haines Glacier Bears 39. We'll turn it back to KRBD Studios for 1 minute. Haines 39, Craig 60.
And we're back with 1:37 left to play here in Haines. The Craig Panthers leading 60-39. They inbounds the ball to Savannah Bird. Glacier Bears putting a little bit of pressure on, but Bird easily gets the ball up across the court. She's going to keep dribbling into the key. Passes off to Burnham, goes out to Scheidecker. Scheidecker gets it back into Bird. Bird puts it up, and it's called with the travel. So the ball will go back to the Haines Glacier Bears as Natalie Jobbins comes in for Grace Godinez Long. Now with 1 minute and 20 seconds left, 60-39, Craig Panthers. Natalie Craig will bring the ball up the court for the Glacier Bears. She's being guarded by Wanicki. She dishes it over to Jobbins. Jobbins dribbles with her left hand, passes back out to Dryden. Dryden to Sophia Cunningham. Cunningham fakes left, dribbles right. Gets it back to Jobbins. Jobbins tries to get it to Dryden in the corner, but gets it stripped by Sarah Burnham. or by Durgan, I'm sorry. Now Scheidecker running the point, dishes it to Savannah. Savannah Bird tries for the three, doesn't get it, but they get the rebound. Oh, now it's going to be another jump ball under the hoop, and this time it's going to go to the Craig Panthers, so it's going to stay down here now with only 44 seconds left to play, and the score is 60-39, Craig. Oh, it goes into Hansen. Hansen, the freshman in the low post, gets the ball, puts it right up for two. Now Krager will bring the ball up the court. Passes to Dryden. Dryden dribbles, passes it out to Cunningham. Cunningham over to Jobbins. Now just 22 seconds left to play. In addition to Anderson, Anderson spins and gets it stripped away by Savannah Bird. Savannah Bird passes it on the break to Scheidecker. Scheidecker goes down and is called with the travel. With 10 seconds remaining in the game, the score is 62-39. Natalie Craig will bring the ball up the court with under 10 seconds to play. She dribbles, she finds Anderson underneath. Anderson puts it up, oh, no good. Rebound goes to Scheidecker, and now with 1 second to play, Scheidecker stepped on the line, so it'll stay down here in Glacier Bear territory, and they'll have one last chance to put up a play. Sadie Anderson under the hoop, inbounds the ball to Dryden. Dryden tries the quick shot, doesn't get it to go, and that's the ball game. Craig Lady Panthers 62, Haines Glacier Bears 39. Thanks, sports fans everywhere, for joining Lyle and I tonight.
All right, we're going to run down the stat sheet real quick here for you. We'll do the boys game first. The Haines Glacier boys coming out victory there by 75-54. And I'll run down that scoring for the Craig Panthers first. Timothy Benoken finished with 17 points as he was 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Waylon Patton finished with 8 points, 2 for 2 from the line. John McKinley kind of got himself into foul trouble, but he was leading scorer for the Panthers at 23 points as he was 1 for 2 from the line. Julius Mackey finished with 8 points as he was 1 for 2 from the line. And Smith got into the game a lot, didn't score, however. And anyway, that rounded out the scoring for the Craig Panthers. Now for the Haines Glacier Bears. Kirby Faberty, 36 points, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He had quite a night. Didn't make any difference where he was at. They were going in for him. Carson Krager, 8 points in the ball game, didn't get to the line. Mark Davis finished with 21 points, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Wesley Verham picked up 2 points. Jaden Hodge coming off the bench got 2. Xander Willard got in the game, didn't score. Caleb Hope got in the game, also didn't score. David Strong getting the start tonight. He had 3 points in the ball game, 1 for 2. Luke Davis finished with 3 points. He was 1 for 1 from the line. Eric Gillum got into the ball game. Jacob Weisinger got in the game. Olin McFeeters got into the ball game too. Shooting percentages: Glacier Bears 57% from the field, while the Craig Panthers were 51% for that game. Now I'll run down the girls real quick. The Craig Lady Panthers winning by a score of 62-39. Jasmine Byrne finished with 6. Sarah Burnham had 10 points in the ball game. Trinity Scheidecker, leading scorer for the Craig Panthers, had 15. She was 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Savannah Bird, 12 points. Durgan coming off the bench, getting a nice start in there. She had 10 points in the ball game. Lanicki came off the bench, had 4. And Hansen coming off the bench also for the Lady Panthers had 5 points as she was 1 for 2 from the free throw line. For the Haines Glacier Bears, Haley Boron finished with 8, struggled from the free throw line, 0 for 4 from there. Sadie Anderson, leading scorer for the Glacier Bears, had 13 points as she was 6 for 8 from the free throw line. Natalie Jobbins finished with 5 points, 0 for 3 from the line. And Benda finished the ball game with 5 points coming off the bench as she was 1 for 2 from the line. Vanessa Long finished with 6 points. Cunningham got into the game, didn't score. Jordan Giese got into the game, also didn't score. Mackenzie Dryden coming off the bench picked up 2 points in the ball game. And Natalie Krager also got into the game but did not score.
For the shooting percentages in tonight's game, the Glacier Bear girls wound up shooting 39% from the field compared to 51% for the Craig Panthers. Rebounding for Haines, Sadie Anderson had her usual strong rebounding game, coming up with 14 rebounds on the night. For Craig, it was Jasmine Bird with 6, also Alexis Lawnicki finishing up with 6 rebounds.
All right, well, we enjoyed bringing you this ball game. Remind folks, we'll be back on the air again tomorrow around 5:30 for that start, so that'll be the girls' game. You'll want to make sure you tune in for that one. It should be a good one. Anyway, thanks again for opportunity to bring you the ball game. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Good night, everyone.